my god. Hi, we're here. Melissa, I actually didn't see that you did that. I didn't watch the thing, but it went off. Oh, you're muted.
Oh my god, it's like a whole video and shit.
Wow, you really ate with that. Oh my goodness. What a great intro.
Yes,
Hello, everyone. Oh my god, we haven't done Tablescreams in almost a year, but we're not going to talk about that. Isn't that so crazy? Dylan's face. Right? So our last Tablescreams was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that was in March.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. But, you know, we all had big life things. Dylan got married. Congrats.
Wait, Dylan got married?
Yeah, you're good. You're unmuted. Yeah. Oh, I assumed everybody would know to unmute. But okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so welcome everyone. If you're new here, say hi. I've gotten new subscribers over this year, so if you don't know what Tablescreams is, this is a fun little segment. We read different horror movie scripts and we act them out, and we have lots of fun. We do drinking games. Things get crazy. Sometimes we're in the bathroom. We did a Saw Tablescream in my bathroom. It was pretty great. Go watch it. We take Tablescreams everywhere. So, oh my goodness. Hi D. Hello Coco Slider. Love that name. Hello. Hi Claire. Oh my goodness. Our icons are back. Thank you. You're an icon. Thanks for being here. So for today's reading, we're doing You're Next. So I have to ask everybody here if they've seen the movie before we dive in. Did everyone here do their homework?
I fell asleep.
Wait, who fell asleep?
I did.
Wait, when was that? You didn't watch it.
Yeah, because I fell asleep. Last time we watched it, remember?
Oh no, you went to sleep and I watched it. But you went to bed because you had something to do the next day.
Well, close enough.
You didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping ever since.
It's so true. Dice, was it your first time watching Your Next? Did you like it? Yeah, it's fun. Andy?
Oh, we can only hear you, Celise. We only hear Celise. For some reason. Oh, that's why.
no.
Oh my god, this whole time they could only hear me. That's fun.
Yeah, good technical difficulty, everybody.
Whoa!
Thank you.
We're here.
Thanks, Michelle.
Guys, that was so funny.
I was like listening along, and I was like, I can't hear anything.
Oh my
We
god.
will never recreate those jokes.
Oh my god, what Andy said was so
Yes.
profound.
And I'm never going to do it again.
Really
Sorry,
just
guys.
said
Never
that.
happen
That's crazy. I was just talking to myself for maybe 3 minutes.
We're all just like miming along to it.
Did you
like,
guys love that?
Here.
Who here can read lips?
Beautiful, beautiful. So we heard that this is not really Dice's favorite slasher, but they had fun.
Yeah.
That's nice. Andy didn't do his homework and didn't watch the movie. Dylan, thoughts?
I liked it when I saw it. I think it's a fun movie. I mix it up with Ready or Not a lot.
It's got
But,
vibes.
Yeah.
but I like that level of horror comedy works well for me. It doesn't go too far into cute for me to where I'm not as into it.
Yeah, I get that. Melissa, thoughts?
I liked it a lot when I first watched it.
What the hell are we talking
marketing
about?
and everything.
We're talking
No,
about
no.
You're Next.
But you
You're
didn't
Next.
watch it, so
The
I
film
fell
You're
asleep.
Next.
No. I did watch it once though. I just
You-
don't remember it.
yeah, forever
I kept
ago.
confusing it with The Strangers. I was like,
Yeah.
it's the one where they break into the house, right? And
They-
Squeeze is like,
And they go
Well,
bang.
yeah,
Well,
but-
yeah, The
similar,
Strangers.
Like, look. They have a similar look. I
They
think.
Yeah.
they do, yeah.
Very like warm
And it's
lighting.
you know, I'm like, wait, which one, babe? It's the one where they break into the house, and she's like, well, yes, but you know,
No,
it's
I always
funny,
say it's the
strange.
one with the
spot.
lamb mask man.
The
Lamb
lamb
mask,
mask.
man.
By the
Sorry,
way,
what?
everybody, that's our
Say
drink.
that 3 times.
Whenever you hear something masked man, you got to take a drink.
How many masked men are there? There's
2. There's only like
There's
2.
3.
in the
Okay.
There's
script,
2.
but there's
There's
3.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing
The
also
box
drink when
mask
someone
man.
dies?
Oh,
Finish your drink when someone dies.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
finish your drink when you die. That's so terrible.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
I have 3 bottles of
Let's
soju
get
in front of me.
wild.
Let's not.
Let's get wild.
You have to chug all 3.
I was just
Perfect
saying. Like,
timing.
I will
As you're
say,
done.
usually, this is a little like BTS here. Usually with these things, at least me, I don't want to speak for everybody, but we like improvise like half of the things that we say.
That is-
And Rocco added in a bunch of jokes about fascism into the script this time that are hysterical. But
That are
like,
actually
we
in the
gotta, we
original
gotta
script.
rein it in. Well, yeah.
We had to pull back a little.
There's a bunch of jokes about it.
I mean, it was in the original script anyway, so
yeah,
That's
it's just, you know,
Kind of
we
had
pointed
to.
it out.
make the jokes.
They're a
you
rich
know.
white family. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
they're-
telling
yeah,
Rocco,
exactly.
they really made this like biting social satire into a biting
Yeah.
social satire.
100%.
They did.
Well, that's the thing. I love how in the original, and you know, we're not going to give anything away. It's like they just gloss over the fact that the dad worked for like a
Yeah.
defense company,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
which I found interesting. So I was like, let me make this a joke that we just keep beating into the ground the whole time.
Oh my god. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Scared who's gonna play Paul, the worst dad? Oh, we're gonna talk
Hi,
about
I'm
who's
Paul.
playing who soon. That's so funny.
for all the 90s kids out
Hi,
there.
Gustavo. Welcome. Your next is one of your favorite horror movies. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
shit!
glad you're here then
Oh,
for
yeah.
this reading.
We're gonna ruin it for you.
No, I think actually you're gonna like it
No.
more.
Gotta
no.
make
You'll
it
like
better.
it more.
We did it justice.
Yes. We brought
took
out the
it there.
spirit of it, you know.
Hello, D. I think I said hi already, but thank you for the tip. I appreciate that.
Yes.
We're so back. I didn't ask David. David, thoughts on your next?
I mean, I shared the picture with you where I had driven to Best Buy the day it came out because I had come
That's
across like a
right.
YouTube trailer and didn't catch it in theaters. So yeah, it was one of those. I've probably seen this movie like 4 times. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I think it's a lot of fun.
It's very rewatchable.
Mhm.
That it is, yeah.
This is a very like cornerstone of your taste too, David. Like
Oh,
that kind of
100%.
horror comedy.
100%.
That is very true. Okay, so before we begin, I'm gonna have everybody say like their name. If you have a channel, talk about it for a little bit, and then say who you're playing. Ready? We're gonna start with Melissa.
Oh boy. Ah! Hello. I'm Melissa. I do not have a channel, but I help out wherever I can. I'm an artist. I do like little artsy things.
She's
I
an
will be
honorary
reading-
baddie, you know.
Stop.
She's probably spooky.
I will be reading for Z, Kelly, Amy, and then there's a little reoccurring character that may or may not make an appearance. I don't know.
Who?
Shall see.
There's an owl. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that kills me. That just took me out. Oh my gosh. Okay, David. your turn.
I am David, and you can find me on the Even Movie Podcast every Tuesday with my buddy Enrique Couto. We do a movie podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at David SWMA for David's Watching Movies Again, and I am playing the role of Felix.
Yes, he's gonna do so good because he's great.
Thank you.
And everyone's links is in the description too, so check them out. Dylan.
Yeah, I'm Dylan, and I'm playing Crispian tonight. I don't have a YouTube channel. I sometimes host a podcast called Hot for Creature. It's a lot of fun. We're kind of on an extended hiatus right now because my co-host Rob is also in film. They're a film editor. I'm a film composer. And we've been working on movies, so we haven't been able to watch as many movies. So we haven't done it in a bit. There's a huge backlog there if you want to hear us chat bullshit, and come on by. And I'm on here sometimes.
Yeah, and Dylan's great. And their podcast is so
Thanks.
fun. And I've been on
Yeah.
2 episodes, I think. So go check
Yeah.
those out.
Yeah, check it out.
Dice, welcome.
We're back. I don't have to wear facial hair.
Yay!
I
Yay.
I
Don't
am
have
nice
to,
for-
but
Yeah, well, don't have to, but I could have been in a creative thing. I decided to wear cashmere instead. And
I love
give and
it.
take. I am Dice Rollen on the channel by the same name. I also have a podcast, which is Brain Mucus, where I talk about horror and mental health. We had an episode not that long ago talking about A Tale of Two Sisters, so that's rather intriguing.
Love
So-
that movie.
Check that out. I
Great
will be
movie.
playing Drake.
Slaying. They will
Yeah.
be slaying, is what they meant to say. Andy.
Or Slade. We don't know.
Hi, Andy.
Is it me?
It's you.
Hi, I'm Andy Be Damned. I'll be your narrator for the evening.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I don't do anything. I'm just everybody's friend who gets invited to these cool things.
Andy's a great supporter and does a lot.
I'm 100%. I love everything these guys do, and I'll always show up. Maybe not for
Actually,
movie night, but I'll
Shout
show
out
up.
to Andy though on some real shit. Andy has helped me like finish multiple cosplays that you all have seen, like Bimbo Santa art, all these cosplays. So shout out Andy.
An official like horror con supporter, like
You
like
are.
horror con dad.
It's true. Andy will hold my coffee. Andy will get me coffee. Andy will give me snacks.
It's like those pageant moms,
Okay.
but like
Yeah, I'm 100%.
But
that,
wholesome.
He sees
But
me in
hold
platform
on.
heels. He's like, "Hey, bud, do you need to sit down for a bit?" You know,
Yeah.
he's the best.
I
That's
carry
so
the
good.
So
bags.
much like me.
It's a team. It takes a village, doesn't it? Hello, Rocco.
hello everybody.
It's your turn.
Yeah, am I the last person that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Rocco. My stage name is Capotal. I know y'all have seen me around here a lot. I sound eerily like Cornelius. Different guy though.
Different.
And
No,
I'm a musician, producer, singer, rapper, etc., etc. Some of y'all may already know. I don't have a channel, but I do help here on Sweet and Spooky. I do a lot of editing and a lot of filming and all the audio and all of that fun stuff. And tonight I will be playing Aubrey, the mum, and the Landmaster Man. That guy.
Oh,
yeah. Let me take a preemptive drink for that.
We're so excited
God.
to see you
Uh,
slay.
Yeah, thank you. And
Literally.
yeah, you can find my stuff somewhere. There's like a link in the description.
Lots of
uh,
links in the
Yeah,
description.
yeah, exactly.
They're there. Just
Yeah. Make sure you follow everyone. Say hi. Hang out. We're really fun, approachable people.
Yes,
Say
we're
hi.
totally normal and not.
super
awkward.
normal people.
Look at
Wait.
this sweater.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that we were giving away PS5s.
Wait, what is that about?
Are we
What's
giving
going
away
on
that
in
I have
the
one?
chat?
It's a joke, but that's so funny.
Sorry, Gustavo.
That was a good
Oh,
bit,
that's
though.
so funny, Gustavo. You were meant to be here. I love the humor.
Look, if anybody can get me an RTX 5080, that's all I care about. All right, I've been refreshing Best Buy pages for 3 days now, so that's what I want in my giveaway.
It just changes to that, like
Yeah,
giving
it's just a
away free
graphics card.
RTX.
Does everyone have? Oh, we should explain our drinking game.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Let's
That's a big
explain our
part.
drinking
Get
game
it.
before we start.
Mm.
Here's my beverage of choice today.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And we are drinking, I think every time Andy unfortunately has to say lamb masked man, and I think fox masked man. I can't even say that slow.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing it 100 times.
We count.
And I think that's it. I don't think we're gonna drink every time
Yeah.
someone dies, because then this reading
Oh,
will
no,
be
we'll be-
about 6 hours long.
We
Unhinged.
ourselves will be dead. You guys will be
Yeah.
seeing each POV live from the ER as we get our stomach pumps.
Exactly.
Show
Just
concept.
one at a time.
That would be
every single camera's
conceptual.
Gonna... Oh, that's good.
Don't
That's a good
disconnect
point.
it. Don't disconnect it. It's fine.
She's like, no.
Whatever happens, keep the camera rolling.
And now, if everyone is ready, I think we can do this.
Do that.
Let's
Oh,
do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's slay.
I guess.
All right.
Let's do
Hello,
it.
everyone, and thank you
We're all ready?
for coming to Sweet and Spooky's production or interpretation of Your Next.
Fade in. Exterior, Edelweiss Drive, dusk. A couple, Paul and Aubrey Davison, posh, white, 60s, drive their diamond-encrusted Rolls-Royce down a winding rural drive. Interior, Paul's Rolls, dusk. Aubrey glances over at a house as they near it.
Looks like Eric Hawson's here. That's so strange.
Paul looks over, following her gaze. All of the lights in Eric Harson's house are still on. I think I heard something about him and Linda getting separated. He might be living here now.
Oh, that's such a shame. Yes, we should check in on him later, see how he's doing. Yes.
Paul nods. They continue driving past Eric's house. Exterior, Davison Mansion, evening, minutes later. Paul pulls the rolls into the driveway of a large, isolated mansion built out of the remains of the innocent. He and Aubrey climb out and walk to the house, carrying luggage. Paul fumbles for a key in his pocket and inserts it into the door. That's odd.
What?
It's unlocked. Paul turns the doorknob and pushes the heavy front door open. He steps into the doorway, peering into the house. It's dark and empty, like their moral compass. The house is partly in a state of disrepair. Protective sheets are draped over the furniture. Doesn't look like anyone's been in a while. I guess the workers must have left it unlocked the last time they were here. Safe neighborhood since we purged it of anyone who makes less than 6 figures a week.
This place still needs so much work. Why couldn't we all have just got together at the condo instead?
We discussed this. Crispian didn't want to drive the extra 3 hours, and this is just as close to the airport. Aubrey rolls her eyes. She's not used to not getting her way, and the last time she didn't, she paid a paramilitary company to murder a state senator. Interior, Crispian's car, evening. Prince Caspian, bearded man, in his mid-30s, drives a sedan along a dark highway. In the passenger seat is Erin, 20s, attractive. She scrolls through her cell phone in the dark car.
Should be there pretty soon. I think I remember this from when Dad showed us the place.
Crispian glances at a passing sign.
No, maybe not.
So your parents are pretty loaded.
I guess so. When my dad when my dad retired from KPG last year, he got some insane severance package. He was a VP for like 20 years. I don't know the number, but my mom said something about mid-11 figures.
KPG, like the defense contractor? You never told me your father worked for them.
Yeah, he was just in marketing, though. Why, is that a problem for you, baby? Have dinner with fascists?
Why would it be? He didn't blow up any innocent people. He just handled the branding for the company that did, right? That's totally okay and acceptable. That doesn't make me look like a morally crazy character.
Yeah, exactly.
I just hope this means there's going to be some good booze at your place, though.
Probably not, actually. Mom's on medication.
Oh, we should stop off somewhere and get some then.
Good thinking.
Interior, Davison Mansion, kitchen, night. Aubrey enters the kitchen. She wets a rag at the kitchen faucet and then begins wiping down the counter. Above Aubrey, the ceiling creaks. She ceases her work, listening. The sound of footsteps is clearly audible on the floor above Aubrey. Not overly loud, but distinct, like someone trying to walk quietly in heavy boots. Hey! Aubrey spins around, startled, dropping her rag. Paul is standing directly behind her in the doorway to the kitchen. I'll need your help putting together the beds. Paul notices the look on Aubrey's face. What's up?
You weren't Are you just upstairs?
No, I haven't been up there yet. I had to light the furnace.
Did you hear that? Just now?
Hear what?
I heard footsteps upstairs. There's someone here in this house. Some homeless person or another species of poor.
Sure, it's a pretty old building.
It was footsteps, Paul. We need to get out of here right now.
Okay. All right. Paul allows Aubrey to lead him out of the kitchen. Interior, Davidson Mansion, entryway, night, moments later. When Paul and Aubrey reach the entryway, Paul stops. Aubrey continues moving for the front door, then looks back at Paul. Hey, listen, you go outside. Just, go wait in the car or something. I'm just going to go check the upstairs.
No, come with me, Paul.
It's probably just the house settling, Aubrey. Aubrey stares at Paul. Paul sighs. He grabs a heavy walking stick near the door. Happy? Aubrey says nothing. All right. Seriously, go wait in the car. Listen to the radio or kill some small animals. I'll be right out. Paul moves toward the stairs leading up the second floor. Aubrey hesitates, then slowly steps outside. Exterior, Davidson Mansion, upstairs hallway, continuous. Paul climbs the stairs to the dark second floor, holding the walking stick out in front of him. At the top of the stairs, Paul hesitates, looking up and down the hallway. Several doorways extend from the hallway, leading into the dark bedroom. Paul moves the distance down the dark hallway, then flicks on a light switch, illuminating it. Paul waits for a moment and then shakes his head. Exterior, Davidson Mansion, front yard, night. Aubrey stands on the front lawn near the Rolls Royce, her arms crossed in front of her, shivering in the cold.
I can't believe we couldn't have had at least one of the servants come here to hold our portable heaters.
Interior, Davidson Mansion, master bedroom, moments later. Paul steps from the hallway into a large bedroom featuring a king-size bed with sheets and a blanket on it. The bed is made, a lamp next to it. Paul starts to turn back into the hallway when a creaking sound comes from behind him. Hesitantly, Paul begins to turn around. Before he does, a hand slaps down on Paul's shoulder. Paul spins around with a yell, raising the walking stick. Crispian is standing behind Paul, holding a bottle of whiskey, and he raises it defensively.
Whoa, Dad.
Paul quickly lowers the walking stick. He puts his other hand on his chest. Jesus Christ, Crispian.
No, just me, Crispian.
Crispian takes a step back towards the hallway, his eyes still on the walking stick in Paul's hands.
Dad, not to get off on the wrong foot or anything, but why is Mom standing in the front yard crying?
When is she not? Exterior, Davidson Mansion, front yard, continuous. Erin is standing next to Aubrey in the front yard, one hand on her shoulder. Aubrey's mascara is streaked. She looks up as Paul and Crispian approach. It's fine. Crispian and I looked in every room on the second floor. There's no one there. It's just an old house. They make noise.
I'm so silly. You're probably so embarrassed.
Oh, Mom, it's fine. Dad, this is Erin.
Oh, hey. Lovely to meet you. Interior, Davidson Mansion, guest bedroom, night. Erin and Crispian, slightly tipsy, get undressed for bed. Erin looks around the sparse bedroom.
So, your dad bought this place to fix up?
Yeah, it's supposed to be his retirement project or something. Give him something to work on. Except, so far, I think he's just had the servants work on it.
Yeah, your folks seem cool, I guess. I mean, they're rich. I can't relate. I mean, for people who support themselves with blood money, I guess you're lucky, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when you put it that way, I guess so.
Yeah, you are. You don't know what most people would give to have folks like yours who've directly or indirectly killed hundreds and thousands of innocent people.
Yeah. Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah.
Yeah, you must be so proud.
They climb into bed. Erin snuggles up to Crispian, whose eyes are open, looking up at the ceiling.
Your brothers and sisters are getting in tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's my parents' actual anniversary.
Oh my gosh, 35 years. Can you imagine?
I can't really.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of your family tomorrow.
Yeah, there's something. First time we've all been together in a while. Should be interesting.
How so?
You'll see.
Interior, Davison Mansion, guest bedroom, morning. Crispian's eyes snap open. He is alone in the bed. Morning light is streaming in from the windows. Crispian looks around the room in bleary confusion, blinking sleepily. There you go. Interior, Davison Mansion, library, continuous. In the house's library, Aaron is seated on the sofa, opposite a couple in their mid-30s, Drake and Kelly, who are wearing expensive clothing and wedding rings. They're all watching a football game on a large television. Crispian, now dressed in jeans and a sweatshirt, enters the library, rubbing his eyes. Drake looks up at Crispian's approach.
Hey, little brother. Get a good night's sleep?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Drake and Crispian awkwardly shake hands.
Hey, Kelly. When did you guys get in?
Just an hour ago.
Cool.
Crispian sits down next to Aaron, who leans up against him. Interior, Davison Mansion, kitchen, afternoon. Aubrey works in the kitchen, washing dishes. Aaron appears in the doorway behind her. Aubrey does not seem to notice Aaron. Aaron politely clears her throat. Aubrey looks back at Aaron.
Hey, I was just wondering if I could help you in here with anything.
No, I think I've got it under control, thank you.
Aaron nods politely and moves to the exit. Aubrey hesitates, then calls after her.
Erin!
Aaron reappears in the doorway.
Actually, we're almost out of butter or margarine. I have enough to cook with, but not enough for the table. The store's too far, but I was wondering if you could drive over to our neighbor's and see if he has some. His name is Eric, and he knows us.
Aaron smiles brightly, as if relieved to have a task.
Sure thing. I saw the house when Crispy and I drove in. I'll just walk there if it's not too urgent. I could use a good leg stretch.
That's fine, I suppose.
Exterior, Davison Mansion, backyard, afternoon. On the back porch, Paul and Crispian are treating boards with wood stain, positioned across two sawhorses. Crispian brushes the boards while Paul watches his work. Drake stands nearby, watching them both, drinking from a bottle of beer. Aaron emerges from the house behind them.
Hey, guys.
All three men turn to look at Aaron.
Oh my god, it's terrifying. All the men are looking at me. So your mom asked me to walk over to the neighbors, see if I could borrow some margarine or butter or I don't know. Anyways, anyone need anything?
Paul and Crispian look up at Aaron. Paul shakes his head.
We're fine.
Crispian smiles at Aaron. Aaron smiles back at him and quickly takes a small digital camera out of her pocket.
Ooh, hold that.
Crispian continues smiling. Paul and Drake face the camera with Crispian, somewhat awkwardly. Aaron quickly snaps a photo of Crispian, Paul, and Drake. She checks the view screen on the back of her camera. The three men look silently uncomfortable in their poses.
Great. Okay then. See you guys in a bit.
Aaron steps back inside the house. Drake drains the rest of his beer.
I'm gonna go check on Kelly.
Paul nods. Drake goes inside, leaving Paul alone with Crispian. They work in silence for a moment. So how's that fellowship thing coming along?
I didn't get it.
No.
No, I guess they just had a lot of applicants. I haven't exactly been published recently.
Okay. Well, sorry to hear that.
Always next year.
Paul says nothing, focusing on his work. Interior, Davison Mansion, spare bedroom, continuous. Drake steps inside the spare bedroom on the second floor. The shower is running in the bathroom adjoining the spare bedroom. Drake looks around the bedroom. The sound of the water running in the bathroom comes to a stop. Drake looks up at this. Interior, Davison Mansion, spare bathroom. Drake opens the door to the spare bedroom's bathroom. Kelly is toweling off in the shower.
Hey,
Hey, shut the door.
Drake shuts the door behind him. Kelly continues drying her body. Drake wipes steam off the mirror and examines his reflection.
Where did your brother find that girl anyways?
What, Aaron?
Yeah.
I think she took one of his classes. Yeah, I know. Maybe she was his teaching assistant. I get the stories confused. At any rate, she's a grad student now.
Stop. Wait, that's kind of tea. That's so weird. Wait, so he was her professor?
Yeah, well, adjunct professor?
Kelly moves next to Drake and begins rubbing moisturizer on her face in small circles.
You know, I guess it's probably hard for him to, like, meet girls his age, you know, given the whole fascist family and the career prospects and whatnot.
Not every man gets as lucky as me.
Drake reaches out to cup one of Kelly's bare breasts. Absently, she swats his hand away, continuing to apply moisturizer.
Well, it helps that you're not a complete loser, so.
That's true. Do you have any Vicodin?
It's in my purse.
Drake exits the bathroom. Exterior, Eric Carson's house, front yard, afternoon. Humming to herself, Erin walks down the road towards Eric Carson's house. His car is still parked in a driveway, and the lights in the house are still on, despite it being daylight out. Erin takes this in and walks up the path to the front door of Eric's house. She knocks on the door. 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton is faintly audible from outside. Erin waits several seconds, then knocks again. There is no response. She shrugs and walks away. Exterior, Davidson Mansion, front yard. A rental car pulls up in the driveway of the Davison vacation house. Its engine turns off. 4 people are in the car, and the driver's seat is Tariq, a handsome man in his late 20s. In the passenger seat is Amy, mid-30s, pretty. In the back seat are Felix, a young man in his early 20s with a shaved head, and Z, a young woman, same age, with short cropped hair in a trendy punk style. They all climb out of the car. Felix immediately takes out a cigarette and lights it. Z makes a clicking sound with her tongue, and Felix tosses the pack to her over the car. Z catches it one-handed and takes out a cigarette for herself. Amy and Tariq look back at the younger couple.
Well, we're going in.
Felix gestures at a cigarette.
Right behind you.
Okay.
Amy rolls her eyes, and she and Tariq head up to the house. Just then, the front door opens, and Aubrey comes out, drying her hands on a dish towel.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mother.
Aubrey and Amy embrace. By the car, Felix looks over at Z and shrugs. They both grind out their cigarettes underfoot. Aubrey turns to Tariq, who is considering making a trilogy of movies starring Mia Goth.
And you must be Tariq.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Felix and Z approach.
And Felix.
Hey, Mom.
Aubrey hugs Felix, who grimaces.
I'd like you to meet Z.
Oh, Z and Zed, and that is short for.
It's just Z, Mom. 2 E's.
Z nods.
Oh, well, that's quite unique. Well, it's nice to meet you, Zed. Come inside, everyone. Come inside.
Interior, Davidson Mansion, entryway, evening. Amy, Tariq, and Felix are already in the entryway with Crispian, Erin, Aubrey, and Paul exchanging greetings. Amy gives Erin a quick hug while Crispian and Felix clasp hands.
It's good to see you, Felix. And Z, always a pleasure.
Z smiles at Crispian and nods quickly.
And you're Aaron.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Erin and Felix shake hands politely.
Yeah, it's good to finally put a face to your name. I've heard a lot about you from Crispian. All of it flattering.
Erin smiles, blushing, and turns to Z.
Z, right? I'm Erin.
I know.
Okay.
Erin and Z shake hands coldly. Paul clears his throat. Well, it's good to finally have the whole family together again. Anyone want a drink? We've got wine.
Yep, I will.
I'll take some wine.
All right, well, I'll get right on that. Paul moves into the kitchen. Aubrey clasps her hands together.
It's just so great to see everyone. Dinner will be ready in less than an hour. I hope you're hungry.
Aubrey turns and follows Paul into the kitchen. Interior, Davison Mansion, front room, evening. The entire family, Paul, Aubrey, Crispy and Drake, Kelly, Amy, and Felix, and their guests, Aaron, Tariq, and Z, sit crammed around a large dining table. The table is packed with food. A large window faces the front yard.
Everything looks great, Mom.
Aubrey beams. Yes, it does. So, let's get started. Paul bows his head. Aubrey, Amy, Drake, and Kelly immediately follow suit. Tariq looks around and then does the same. Crispian, Aaron, Felix, and Z keep their heads upright. Felix and Crispian exchange a look. Crispian grimaces. Felix rolls his eyes. Paul speaks quickly. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank thee for this food. Feed our souls on the bread of life that we acquired by ending many, and help us to do our part in kind words and loving deeds. Amen.
Amen. Yes.
Everyone raises their heads. Paul stands and begins serving out food. He turns to Z, who is seated next to him. Z, would you prefer white meat or dark?
Oh, I'm vegan.
Of course.
You are? Felix, you never told me that about Zed.
I didn't.
Aaron, feeling awkward, attempts to make conversation with Aubrey.
So, Aubrey, have you guys seen any good movies lately? You know, are you into horror, you know?
Aubrey looks at her puzzled. Tariq wants to talk about the innkeepers. Aaron takes a second to think of a better conversation starter.
So those Mets, am I right?
Aubrey raises an eyebrow, befuddled. Aaron struggles to think. Suddenly, a thought pops into her head.
Oh, have you and Paul bathed in the blood of the innocent recently?
Aubrey's eyes light up.
Yes, Paul and I recently bought an entire neighborhood, displaced its residents, and hunted them in cold blood. Oh, it was so sweet. It's still so important to take a step back and spend some quality time with your spouse, even after all these years.
So, Tariq, what do you do?
I'm a filmmaker?
Oh, anything I've seen?
Probably not. There's a series not far from here, the Cleveland Underground Film Festival. Did you get to go to that?
No, I guess I must have missed that.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a short film there last year. One of the actors made Barbie.
Have you ever thought about directing commercials?
No, I haven't really.
He doesn't want to direct commercials, Drake. He wants to make a trilogy or something. God.
Okay, then.
Before Tariq can continue, Drake turns away.
Aaron.
Aaron looks up, breaking her conversation with Aubrey.
Yes.
How
Hi.
about you? Are you still in school?
Yeah, this is my last year. I'm finishing my master's.
Tariq, distracted by thoughts of Mia, frowns at something outside the window. Drake gestures at Crispian.
And are you two still working together?
No. Aaron is no longer my TA. We didn't think it was appropriate.
Yeah, probably not too professional.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
What?
Probably not too professional. Something on your mind?
No, I mean, you said it wasn't appropriate, and I was agreeing with you.
I don't think you're in a position to be judging my moral decisions.
Now, boys.
Can't we have dinner without you two arguing?
Felix takes a drink of wine, ignored by everyone. Tariq rises and moves over to the window.
I'm not going to rise to that bait on that. I was just agreeing with you, that's all.
Okay, fine. Let's drop it then.
Fine.
Fine.
Hey, what is that guy doing? Everyone looks over at Tariq, who is standing in front of the window. At that exact moment, a short crossbow arrow smashes through the glass pane of the window and hits Tariq square in the forehead. Amy gasps just like that. Tariq takes a step back, then turns to face the family. There's an arrow sticking out of his fucking head. Blood is flowing down his face. Everyone is silent, shocked. Tariq, his eyes looking upward, reaches up tentatively to touch the arrow that is protruding from his forehead. His fingertips almost reach it. Then he pitches forward. As Tariq dropped, the arrow in his head hits the edge of the kitchen table, driving it further into his brain, deleting life. Beneath the dining room table, Tariq's face impacts the floor, jamming the point of the arrow out through the back of his fucking skull. Everyone stares at Tariq's corpse. Felix is the first to move.
Holy fuck! That trilogy sounded cool too.
Felix leaps out of his seat as another arrow crashes through the window and embeds itself in the back of Paul's chair with a thunk. Yelling with surprise, Paul throws himself to the floor. Suddenly, the room is screaming pandemonium as everyone tries to get away from the windows. All the family scramble in different directions, running to the side and crawling along the floor. 3 more arrows fly into the room in quick succession as everyone flees. 2 of them hit the wall, and a third sticks into Drake's shoulders in the kitchen. He's the last to leave the dining room. Drake hits the entryway floor and skids across the linoleum. Everyone is suddenly quiet, staring around. Amy, huddled on the entryway floor, shrieks.
What the fuck is happening?
Everyone's quiet for a moment in the darkness. Aubrey, somewhere in the front room, calls out.
Call 999!
A little on the nose, don't you think?
Sorry, that's the police in Great Britain. I meant someone call 911!
Everyone fumbles for their cell phones.
I don't have any signal.
Me either.
I had a full signal earlier today. How is this even possible?
They must be using a jammer.
What?
A cell phone blocker. They're illegal, but you can get a battery-powered one off the internet for about $30. Usually the portable ones have a maximum range of a few hundred feet. Don't ask me how I know.
Everyone looks outside. Nothing is visible through the windows. It's quiet all down the dark street.
I don't think we should go out there.
Well, if it's some sort of a signal blocking device, all we'd have to do is make it down the road, right?
We parked in the driveway. We're blocking you in, but it's not that far.
Tariq has the keys.
Everyone looks down at Tariq's corpse. Crispian clears his throat.
We're not blocked in. The drive's not that far. I think maybe I could make it.
Erin looks outside. Nothing is visible.
Why would anyone do this?
Everyone looks at Paul and Aubrey.
I mean, like, to the rest of us.
Interior Davidson Mansion. Entryway continuous. In the entryway, Kelly and Z are kneeling next to Drake. Drake is examining the arrow in his shoulder.
Should we, pull it out?
Yes.
No, that is a stupid idea. You're not supposed to remove anything sharp before you get to the emergency room. You don't know what kind of tendons or veins could be caught up in there. Are you in a lot of pain?
Drake looks at her incredulously. Kelly reaches into her purse and pulls out a prescription bottle. Drake nods and she taps out a handful of pills and hands them to him. He dry swallows them. Back out in the living room, Crispian has moved over to Erin. Paul is looking around, and Aubrey is quietly crying as always.
Do you think they're gone? Maybe it was just like a drive-by thing?
A drive-by arrowing? Seriously?
What? I saw it on Gangs of LA.
We're in Massachusetts, you fucking idiot.
Children, please, shut the fuck up. Who can run fast? Maybe one of you can get out to a car or something.
I'm pretty fast.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nah, I'm probably the fastest runner ever, but not with this thing in my shoulder.
What does your shoulder have to do with your legs?
You move your arms when you run, soft dick, which you'd know if you ever jogged farther than the distance from your couch to your refrigerator.
I'm not fat anymore, Drake. I haven't been fat since the 8th grade.
I'm pretty fast.
Me too.
Everyone looks at Amy. She swallows. She's staring at Tariq's corpse.
I do 2 hours on the elliptical every day, okay?
Shit, that beats me. Go for it.
Amy, you just have to get to your car. Our neighbor, Eric, is staying in his house just a little ways down. It's the only other house on the street. If you drive there, I'm sure he's got a phone that works, and you can call the police. Do you think you can do that?
Probably.
The sound of a window shattering comes from the library. Everyone starts. Erin reaches for a broken shard of a plate on the floor and rises to her feet, facing the back room. Amy, go! Amy nods, lowers her head, and moves. Amy races through the front door, drops to a knee by Tarek's body, and takes the keys from his pants pocket. She then rushes for the entryway. Felix quickly moves to one side of the front door. He nods anxiously as Amy moves towards him. Felix yanks the door open. Without hesitating, Amy sprints past her brother into the open doorway. As soon as she leaps over the threshold, she comes to a sudden stop. Amy? Amy makes a small noise. Interior Davidson Mansion entryway continues. A thin piece of piano wire has been strung horizontally across the front doorway of the Davidson Mansion and coated with shoe polish. It is embedded in the front of Amy's neck, halfway back to her spine. Blood gushes down the front of Amy's body. Amy, dying, tilts her head back and drops. Blood sprays upward. The wire gives off a low bass note as Amy's neck falls free from her. Erin takes the same fire poker that Paul carried and hefts it, stepping towards the library.
What are you doing?
Quiet.
Erin, holding the fire poker in one hand, walks quietly towards the library. Crispian follows. Interior, Davidson Mansion, library. Erin steps into the library. One of the windows is shattered.
No one came in.
What? Oh, sorry.
They're trying to make us do something stupid. They're trying to make us run. We need to board up all the doors and windows right now. They're outside. We're inside, and we need to keep them outside.
Okay.
Erin turns and quickly strides out of the room. Crispian, looking shaken, follows her. They head for the stairs to the second floor. Erin strides from room to room upstairs, locking the windows. Crispian follows her, assisting as needed. Erin walks down the upstairs hallway, taking out her cell phone. She begins rapidly punching buttons.
What are you doing now?
Some places, if you text 911, they get it as a voicemail. If you even have one bar, you can send a text.
Erin finishes typing 13 Edelweiss Drive, 2 dead. Help, please. She hits send. Erin starts to pocket her phone when it beeps. She lifts it to peer at the screen, which bears an error message reading, sending failed. Try again.
Those things are useless. I knew we shouldn't have switched to Mint Mobile. Fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, God. I'll have to keep trying.
Erin hits the send button again, pockets her phone, and moves quickly for the stairs. Crispin follows her. Interior, Davidson Mansion entryway moments later. Erin hurries down the stairs into the entryway. She addresses Paul.
The second floor looks clear. We should get up there. And Drake, who we need to take care of his shoulder.
Felix moves across the front room quickly and pulls the tablecloth off the dining table. He comes back into the entryway and drapes it over Amy's corpse, covering her from sight. Paul, seated next to Aubrey on the floor, nods at Felix. Thank you. Felix nods stiffly. Behind him, Drake locks the chain on the door.
My shoulder's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Drake reaches up and taps the arrow sticking out of his shoulder. Everyone else winces. He doesn't react.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. We should cover up the windows.
Thank you, Erin.
Sure. We're all gonna get out of this.
Paul moves past Crispian and Erin on the stairwell, helping Aubrey with each step. Aubrey appears practically catatonic. Crispian is looking at Erin strangely.
I've never seen you act like this before.
It's a unique situation.
Erin moves down the stairs.
I think someone should make a run for the cars.
No, that is a very bad idea.
Are you sure? We need to call the police. Besides, whoever did this is probably gone, right? Probably.
You can try it. I'm gonna stay in here, lock this place up until the police come by. In fact, I think we should all hang a sign out a window that says SOS or something.
Yeah, good thinking. I can pull a sheet off a bed upstairs.
Crispin heads upstairs. Interior Davidson Mansion, master bedroom, continuous. Paul helps Aubrey over to their bed. She allows him to lie her down and pull the covers up over her. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Me working for a defense company that hunts people for a living is one thing, but to be hunted ourselves, this is a real tragedy.
Stay with me.
Yeah, no. I have to take care of our kids, but I'm going to lock the door, okay? And it'll be locked from the inside. You'll be good. Aubrey nods. Paul rises to his feet and moves to the door. Try to get some rest. Paul switches off the light to the room and leaves. Suddenly, Aubrey hears a rustle. She looks around. Nothing. She shifts her view back up to the foot of her bed. And suddenly, a figure rises up in the darkness. That of a large man. The scariest thing in the universe.
Accurate.
The man is dressed in black and is wearing a cheap plastic fox mask. He slowly reveals a machete.
Good heavens, no!
Interior, Davidson Mansion, kitchen, continuous. Erin is in the kitchen, locking the windows. She's got a sharp kitchen knife tucked into the back pocket of her jeans. Erin locks one window, moves to the kitchen's other window, and finds herself face to face with a man wearing a tiger mask. He's standing outside the window. He stares in at her. In a swift movement, the tiger-masked man, here it goes, punches his gloved fist through the window, shattering the window from the outside.
Drink, everybody.
And we're off.
Or
Where's
not.
mine?
Champion.
The tiger-masked man reaches through the window and grabs Erin's hair. He yanks Erin's head forward as if trying to cut her throat on the broken glass jutting up from the window frame. Erin jams the blade of her knife up through the tiger-masked man's forearm. He lets go, giving her a second to make a break for the kitchen, where she grabs a meat cleaver. But by the time she gets back, he's gone. All right. Interior, Davidson Mansion. Downstairs, evening. Crispin and the others are barricading the windows when Paul comes downstairs.
Where's Mamala?
I locked her in the master bedroom with the lights off. She likes it. Everyone stops what they're doing.
And why the fuck did you do that?
So she'd calm down. You know how your mother gets.
What?
How does that make any sense?
Dad, these are pores. The first place they'll go looking for your money is the master bedroom.
Well, I'm sure if they do, your mother can handle herself. Everyone looks up. No, I'm sure she probably just stubbed her toe.
Get away from me!
Oh, well, I'm sure that's just your mother's battle cry. She's probably fending for herself.
I'm not fending for myself. I'm literally dying.
Okay. They all look at each other, then run upstairs. Drake kicks open the door to reveal Aubrey lying on the bed, the machete protruding from her head. Blood is everywhere. On the wall above Aubrey, the words, "You're next." The room's window is open. While everyone stares at Aubrey, Kelly notices the bathroom closet door. She walks over the bedroom closet and pulls it open. She pushes the clothes to the side, revealing the back wall to the closet. She notices a false wall, which she slides over. She crawls into the space and takes her phone out to illuminate her path. She scans the dark space, revealing the masked face of the fox-masked man. He lunges out for her. Kelly screams. Everyone whips around as Kelly rushes past them. They follow. She runs straight to the front door, flings it open and races outside. She ducks neatly under the piano wire and continues running out into the yard. Out of view.
Kelly.
All right. Drake races after her. When he attempts to duck under the wire, the arrow catches the doorframe.
God damn it.
Drake reaches up and in a furious movement rips the arrow out of his fucking shoulder. Blood starts pouring out of the wound, obviously.
Whoa.
Drake falls back onto the floor, passing out, still holding the arrow.
Wait.
Crispian turns to look at her. Everyone is gathered in the entryway. Z kneels down and holds a bloody rag to the unconscious Drake's shoulder.
Kelly just made it out of there. Nothing stopped her. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we should just run for it. I mean, we can all make it to a car at the very least.
I'll try it. You guys just stay in here.
No, I'll go with you.
We'll need to carry Drake, and Dad can't run right now. Look, I'll bring the car around right up to the front door, and then you, Felix, and Z help Dad and Drake out, okay? It makes sense?
Crispian looks at Aaron. Hesitantly, she nods.
Be careful. Here.
Aaron hands Crispian the meat cleaver she's been holding. He hefts it.
Be right outside, only a few feet away.
Crispian gives Aaron a reassuring smile. She returns the smile weakly. Exterior, Eric Harson's house, front lawn, continuous. Kelly runs up the front lawn to Eric Harson's house. She immediately tries the front door. It's locked. Kelly hits the doorbell, then hammers on the door.
Help! Hello? Help me, please!
1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton is faintly audible from within the house. Kelly continues pounding on the front door of Eric Harson's house for a moment. Kelly sprints up to the glass doors that face the house backyard and tries to open them. They're locked.
God, I freaking love this song. Please? Hello? Help me?
Eric does not move. Kelly turns around, her hands open as if looking for something to break the glass doors with. She finds herself face to face with a man wearing a lamb mask. Standing right behind her in the backyard, the man steps forward and punches Kelly in the face hard. She staggers back and smashes through the glass doors, landing inside Eric Harson's house. Interior, Crispian's car, evening, continuous. Crispian tries to start his car, nothing. He takes a breath, grabs the meat cleaver off the passenger seat, and then quickly exits his car, running back to the house. Exterior, Davison Mansion, continuous. Crispian comes to a stop just inside the entryway, gasping for breath, still holding the cleaver. Aaron quickly embraces him. They hold each other for a long moment while Crispian regains his breath.
The car won't start. They did something to it. The battery or something.
Easy enough.
I think it's safe to assume the other cars are out too. But I didn't see anyone else out there. Maybe Kelly, maybe she got past them. It gives us a chance.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go back out there. I didn't see anyone. Maybe it's over.
Felix, Paul, and Z all look towards the stairwell leading up to the second floor. It's still dark and quiet.
I'm going to get to the neighbor's house. As soon as I'm a distance away, I'll try and make calls or text. You guys just stay here, keep each other safe. I'll come back with the police.
Are you sure that's a good plan, babe? I mean...
Yes, I am. That's why I suggested it like 20 times.
Crispian looks over at Felix. Felix frowns. There you go. But then slowly nods. Interior, Eric Harson's house. Back room, continuous. Kelly skids across the wood floor of Eric's back room on her back, surrounded by broken glass.
Help me.
The lamb-masked man enters the house behind Kelly.
Yeah.
That's great. He looks around the back room, then lifts a golf club out of a bag propped against the wall. He slams Kelly in the stomach with the club, and she stumbles over, falling into Eric. She looks up to see that part of Eric's head is missing. She screams, but her scream is cut off by the golf club smashing into her skull, killing. Gross.
I felt
Interior.
that.
Davidson Mansion, dining room, continuous. Erin pulls Crispian into the dining room, where they are alone.
Don't go. I'm serious. Please.
Crispian gently holds Erin away from him to look at her.
Nothing's gonna happen.
You don't know that, babe. What if you could die?
Erin trails off as if unwilling to articulate her thoughts, although she kind of just did. Crispian smiles at her.
Erin, we're all gonna die someday. I'll be fine, okay?
What?
Erin nods slowly. She doesn't look convinced.
I'm going now. Well, I have a good shot. I need to get help. This is our best chance. I'll be fine out there. You just take care of yourself in here. Be safe. Stay close to Felix and Z. And if we don't see each other again, if I don't make it back, I want you to know you were the best TA I ever had.
Oh, yeah. That's so romantical. So beautiful. So profound.
Wait, TA? Oh, never mind. Crispian draws back, Erin hesitantly releasing him. He leads her back out into the entryway, holding her hand. Interior, Davidson Mansion, entryway continuous. Crispian and Erin step back out into the entryway. Crispian moves for the front door. He looks back at Erin, smiles, and then addresses the others.
Okay, everyone be careful.
Crispian whacks at the piano wire on the doorway with the meat cleaver, snapping it. Then runs outside. He turns, heading up the street, disappearing from view. Erin exhales, watching him go. She then steps forward and shuts the door. Erin wipes her eyes quickly on the back of her shirt sleeves and turns to look at Felix, Z, and Paul, blinking.
No point in locking it. We should just assume at least one of them is inside here with us at this point. I mean, be so serious.
Erin turns towards the stairwell leading upstairs. Paul follows her gaze, then looks back at her. You think the person who killed my wife is still in this house? Erin hesitates, then nods. Paul is silent.
What's the best room for us all to be in?
I don't know. They all have windows. Hey, except the basement. No escape down there. Not that that matters.
Wow. Basement's a really bad idea. Don't you watch movies? They could just pour gas down the stairs, throw in a match, and we're fucked. We want a place with multiple points of exit. Come on, use your brain, okay?
Erin nods to the front room.
We should stay in there.
Felix and Z stare at Erin. Erin looks towards the kitchen as if remembering something.
Oh, speaking of.
Erin exits the dining room.
She's something. Yeah.
Felix nods. Interior, Davidson Mansion, kitchen continuous. Erin walks quickly into the kitchen. The large pot of vegetable oil she created is boiling rapidly on the stove. Erin quickly switches off the burner, yanking her hand away to avoid getting splattered. She moves away from the stove. Erin looks up at the broken kitchen window and the patch of blood on the wall next to it. Erin considers it for a moment. Interior, Davidson Mansion, front room, moments later. Erin strides into the front room. Her arms are filled with cutlery and a metal meat tenderizer mallet. Felix and Z are standing, having pulled Drake into the front room with them.
Okay, we should each carry a weapon. I've got an assortment of things.
Kelly's dead body smashes through the large windows to the side of Erin, as if thrown. The tiger masked man steps into the front room through the shattered window.
Drink.
He is holding an axe. He swings it at Erin, who ducks and drops with her knives. She attempts to dive for one of them, but the tiger-masked man grabs one of her ankles with his free hand and pulls her out. Gonna be a long night, boys.
This is gonna be unhinged. Here we go.
With a snarl, he lifts the axe up, then brings it down. Erin rolls onto her side. The blade smashes into the wooden floor within inches of her head. Erin rolls to the side and grabs the metal meat tenderizer mallet off the floor. Lying on her side, Erin swings the mallet hard into the man's knee. The tiger-masked man howls and lurches forward, his kneecap audibly cracking. His head smacks down on the dining room table. Erin quickly jumps on top of him, bringing the mallet down on his head. Erin lets the man fall to the floor. She's breathing hard. Z, cowering in the front room, looks pale and terrified.
Is he dead?
Erin lifts the mallet up. Skin and teeth are caked into it. Z nods. Erin turns to look at Kelly.
I'm sure Crispian's fine.
Erin looks up at him. Felix is looking at Kelly.
Crispian's a tough guy.
That's hilarious. He's definitely not. But thanks, and thanks for the help, by the way.
Felix holds up his hands.
Hey, you seem to have a handle on it a little too well. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Men are usually pretty useless. I probably would have run if I were you, though, so that's something.
God, you're right. I should have.
Erin moves into the living room.
Hey, where's your dad?
Felix and Z look around. Interior, Davison Mansion, upstairs hallway, evening. Paul moves slowly from the upstairs hallway into the master bedroom. He's holding a kitchen knife. He moves into the room with Aubrey's body on the bed. He stares at it for a long time. Suddenly, the lights in the room go out. Exterior, Davison Mansion, night, continuous. The lights in the entire house are abruptly dark. Erin looks around in the suddenly dark room. Felix is looking upstairs.
Hey, where's the circuit box?
I don't know. I think it's in the basement. Why don't you go look there? I'm gonna go upstairs and try to find Dad.
Erin nods quickly. Felix exits the front room, followed by Z. Interior, Davison Mansion, master bedroom, evening. Paul turns to the light switch near the room's door. He flicks it down and then back up. The room remains dark. Interior, Davison Mansion, upstairs hallway, evening. Paul moves from the master bedroom out into the hallway. He opens a small closet door in the hallway. Inside the closet is a circuit breaker box. Its master switch is in the off position. Paul makes a noise and then flips the switch to on. The lights in the hallway come on. Briefly, something is visible in the open doorway to the guest bedroom. Quickly moving out of view, the figure is dark with a pale face.
It's Skinamarink.
Paul turns around in the hallway, slowly raising the knife in his hand. He moves in the direction of this bedroom. The room appears empty, but the closet door is ajar. Paul quietly walks to the closet door. He pulls it open. The closet's mostly empty. On the floor are a bunch of energy bar wrappers and an almost empty bottle of water. Paul's eyes widen as he sees this. Have they been living here all along? Behind Paul, the door to the bedroom moves silently. The fox-masked man steps out from behind it.
Take a drink.
Paul does not notice.
Drink.
Suddenly, the lights go out again. He hurriedly runs out of the room to the end of the hallway where he finds the circuit breaker. He flips all the switches, turning on a number of lights. When they turn on, they illuminate a dark figure. His eyes go wide and he lifts the knife, but the dark figure steps into the light, revealing Felix.
Whoa, Spider! I mean, Dad.
One of them is in the bedroom. They were here for days, watching us while we slept. This wasn't a random attack.
Okay, calm down. Have a Snickers. You're not yourself until you have a Snickers, usually.
That would be delightful. Do you have one? Listen, you don't understand. Felix, our family's being targeted by someone. This isn't. Felix eyes wide, looks over Paul's shoulder. There you go. Paul, seeing this, stops speaking. Fuck. The fox-masked man is standing right behind Paul.
Drink.
Paul turns around, raising his knife, just as the man raises his machete. The fox-masked man swings and slices the blade down into the side of Paul's neck. Paul, dazed, takes a step back, and the blade slides out through the front of his neck. Bright red blood paints the wall to Paul's side. He stumbles and turns, spraying Felix in the face with blood shooting from his severed carotid artery. Paul falls to the floor, his hands pressed to the side of his neck. Blood begins pooling from between his fingers. Felix stares down at the twitching Paul. He then looks blankly up at the fox-masked man.
Drink.
Felix's face is covered with blood.
Really? You had to do that right in front of me?
The fox-masked man...
Take a drink.
Oh my god. Can I pour a fucking beer?
Let me talk this off, goddammit.
We're into bottle 2 of the 3 sodas that I brought to this.
Oh my god.
You didn't bring enough. Because
You
this is
fool!
about
Not even halfway there.
flavors.
You
Oh,
don't
buddy.
need to like chug it. You could just.
Oh,
take
I'm not
swig.
chugging. That's just been a nice sip pace. But then the fox mask man and the fucking lamb mask man have to take over now.
So that guy hesitates, then reaches up under his mask and removes an iPod earbud from one of his ears. Tinny, loud hip-hop music is audible blaring from it.
What?
You know what? Never mind.
You okay?
Yeah, I got blood in my eye. Thanks a lot. I need to get washed up.
Felix abruptly exits the hallway, heading into one of the bedrooms, leaving the fox-masked man and Z facing each other in the hallway. Paul's bloody corpse between them. The fox-masked man nods at Z.
Drink otra
awkwardly.
vez.
Hey Z,
Hey, Tom.
how's it going?
It's a
Z
night.
shrugs.
Same fam.
Interior. Interior, Davison Mansion, basement, night. Erin makes her way towards the basement stairs, now holding a screwdriver like a weapon. Abruptly, footsteps are audible above her head, like someone in boots walking slowly. The floorboards creak directly above Erin. Erin stops moving, listening. Interior, Davison Mansion, front room, continuous. On the floor above Erin, the lamb-masked man walks slowly from the entryway into the front room, carrying
Take
his
a
crutch.
drink.
And keep those drinks
Right by you.
at the ready. The lamb-masked man
Take a drink.
looks slowly around the room. Jesus. His eyes move over Tariq and Kelly's corpses, and then stop when he sees the dead body of the man who was wearing the tiger mask. A sound somewhere between a moan and a sob emerges from behind the lamb mask. The lamb-masked man is still for a moment.
'Cause every girl's crazy about a lamb masked man.
Copyright now, please. To be hit by ZZ Top. No.
The lamb-masked man is still for a moment, then he screams with rage and grabs the tiger-masked man's axe up from the floor.
Take a swig.
Rising to his feet with a howl, he smashes the axe down on the dining table,
That's 2.
splitting the tabletop in half. Y'all. All right, interior, Davidson Mansion, basement. We gotta get this fucking roller coaster on its way. Erin is crouched on the basement steps, watching through the keyhole. Suddenly, the lamb mask fills Erin's vision. Oh, juked ya. No, I didn't say lamb mask, man.
Oh,
Although I just did, so fuck it.
Simon says.
Okay, never mind. Well, drink anyway.
Y'all don't take.
The lamb masked man is on the other side of the keyhole, staring in at her. His visible eye is wide and fucking insane. He starts kicking and chopping at the door. Behind him, Drake stumbles out from the dining room, holding his bloody shoulder and looking confused.
Hey.
The lamb-masked man
Huepa,
stops,
otra vez.
drinks,
Oh.
and then turns and looks at Drake. Drake takes a step back, holding out a hand.
Whoa.
The lamb-masked man is entirely
Boja?
focused on Drake now, and getting a little woozy. He takes a step towards Drake, raising his axe. Drake takes another step backward, stumbles, and falls onto his back, trying to scramble away. The lamb-masked man moves quickly to drink the rest of his beer and stand over Drake, lifting his axe. The basement door swings open and Erin rushes out, the screwdriver thrust in front of her. She stabs the point of the screwdriver into the lamb-masked man's back, above his holstered crossbow. She jabs the screwdriver in deep, leaving it sticking out of his back. With a roar of pain and surprise, the lamb-masked man drops the axe and then turns and runs
I can't even play piano with this.
out through the front door.
How can I play piano with a drink in my hand?
This was y'all's idea. The screwdriver is still stuck in his back. Drake and Erin stare at each other. Erin gets up off the floor, propping herself against the wall. Drake clears his throat and then gestures unhappily behind himself with the axe.
I woke up in the dining room.
Yeah. You blacked out. I put you in there to hide you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Drake looks around the shattered entryway. Amy's body is on the floor, covered by the sheet.
Where's Kelly?
Erin looks at Drake and then looks to the front room. Kelly's body is lying on the floor near the window, blocked from sight by the wreckage of the dining room table. Erin stares at the table for a moment and then quickly looks back at Drake.
We don't know.
You were just... Do you think she got away?
I hope so.
Drake slumps against the wall. He sets the axe down and grabs his shoulder.
But you don't think so.
Erin looks hesitant and again glancing in the direction of Kelly's body. Interior, Davidson Mansion entryway. Continuous. Erin begins to answer Drake, but is interrupted when Felix and Z emerge on the stairwell.
You guys okay? What's going on?
Erin and Drake stare at Felix.
We heard noises, so we stayed upstairs. What happened?
One of them came in and attacked us. I stabbed him and he ran away, so whatever.
Felix blinks.
You stabbed him?
Yeah, with a screwdriver.
Not that I'm concerned. I mean, death to the bastards at this point. But do you think it might have killed him?
Oh, no. It didn't get past the muscle. It definitely just hurt him. Hey, was there anyone upstairs?
We didn't find anyone. Whoever was there could have climbed out the window at this point.
Oh, where's your dad?
Oh, Dad? He needed to lie down.
Yeah,
6 feet under.
That makes sense. I mean, he's probably just as safe up there as he would be down here, honestly. We need to get together some weapons before they come back, so...
And, how many are there that you noticed?
I don't know, but we shouldn't make any assumptions, but there have to be at least 2 more of them.
Well, maybe they're gone. You probably scared them off with the screwdriver or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so funny. After everything they've been doing, let's not count on that. I saw some tools we can use in the basement, so maybe we should do that.
Erin heads down into the basement, followed by the staggering Drake. Felix and Z exchange a look. Felix shrugs. They head down into the basement after Drake and Erin. Interior, Davidson Mansion, basement, night. Once at the bottom of the basement steps, Erin heads straight over to the tool bench, Drake stumbling behind her. As Felix and Z come down the stairs, Erin gathers up some scraps of wood, mostly flat pieces. She also pockets a screw hook.
Z, can you help me with these? This is enough to get started, I think.
Erin hands the wood over to Z, who holds it with both arms. Erin grabs a hammer and a box of 3-inch nails from the bench. She addresses Felix and Drake.
Grab anything sharp or heavy that might make a good weapon, but don't stay down here long. We need to be up where there are windows. Z, come with me.
Z follows Erin back upstairs, carrying the wood, leaving Felix and Drake alone in the basement. Interior, Davison Mansion, front room, moments later. Upstairs, Erin pulls the blanket that is covering Tariq's corpse over so that it also covers Kelly's bloody body. Erin looks up. Z, holding the wood in her arms, is watching her. Erin blinks.
Drake doesn't need to see her like that. Here, can you give me one of those?
Erin takes a piece of wood from Z and braces it against the wall. She then hammers a nail all the way through the wood so that the point protrudes from the other end. Erin looks up at Z, who's still watching her intently.
See, like that. Just make sure the nail goes all the way through, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Z takes the hammer from Erin, looks at her, and then gingerly takes a nail and a hammer through the wood.
Like that?
Yeah, slay. That's like so good. Keep them a few inches apart though, not too close together, but don't leave any big spaces either. Do as many as you can, okay? Like go off.
Z nods quickly and then hesitates.
Can I ask you something? Like, how did you learn to do all this stuff?
What do you mean?
Like you're good at fighting. Like I just wouldn't expect that from meeting you.
Girl, you need to be good at fighting these days. I mean, I haven't even told Crispian about this yet, but I kind of had a weird childhood. I grew up in a survivalist compound.
Shut up. You grew up in a survivalist compound?
Yeah, bitch. It's pretty wild.
That honestly, that's a good answer. That's kind of crazy.
It is. It's tea. So hear my mom tell it. My dad got kind of paranoid when I was born, and he was convinced that the world was going to run out of resources in a matter of years. Not just like oil and coal and the stuff everyone talks about, but like food and potable water. So he found a lot of guys who agree with him, and we all moved out to some land in the outback. Basically, if things got too overpopulated, even out there, he wanted me to be able to take care of myself. So I left for the States with my mom when I was 15, but I mean, I learned a lot of shit beforehand.
Wow, that's like crazy tea.
Scorching. Yeah.
Erin shrugs and turns away. Z stares after her. Interior, Davison Mansion, basement, night. Drake picks up a hatchet and tests the blade against his thumb. He sets it down, shaking his head.
Too dumb.
Behind Drake, Felix is looking around the tool bench as if searching for something. He's wearing a pair of cloth work gloves.
So, Crispian's gone too?
Yeah, ran out right after Kelly did.
But no one's heard anything from them if they're okay?
Felix looks over at Drake as if puzzled. Drake is staring down at a rubber mallet in his hand.
I think I should go looking for them. I can't just wait around here wondering if she's okay.
Kelly's dead, man.
What?
Drake.
Kelly's dead when they threw her body in through the window upstairs. Like, she's up there on the floor. You didn't know this?
Drake looks stunned. He puts a hand on the table as if to support himself.
No, Erin said she hadn't come back.
Oh. Well, I guess it's a matter of perspective. But her body's definitely upstairs. She got killed. Erin was probably just trying to be nice about it.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Drake starts to speak, and then his face crumples, and he begins quietly crying. He puts one hand over his face, sobbing into it.
No, Kelly.
Felix regards Drake uncomfortably for a moment. He looks down at the work gloves on his hands awkwardly.
Hey, I'm sorry, Drake. Look, I know you. I know you knew. I mean, I know you cared about her a lot.
Drake looks up at Felix with sudden fury. His face is streaked with tears.
Oh, And what would you know about that, you spoiled little shit? Have you ever loved anything else in your selfish life? If mom and dad...
Drake abruptly stops speaking, grunting slightly. He looks down at his chest. Felix has stabbed Drake in the chest with a wood knife. Blood flows out from around the blade.
I'm sorry.
Drake gapes at Felix. The wood knife is jutting out of his upper chest. Felix tries to yank the wood knife out to stab Drake again, but encounters resistance. The blade is lodged in Drake's ribs. Felix, with a sob of frustration, grabs a metal file off the table and jams the sharp end into Drake's stomach. Drake is still standing, tearfully staring at Felix. He opens his mouth, gasping.
What?
He begins grabbing tools at random, stabbing Drake with them, leaving each tool embedded in Drake's flesh. Felix stabs Drake with several more tools, panting, his shoulders shaking. Drake stares down at the implements protruding from his chest. The front of his shirt is soaked with blood.
Felix, you suck at killing.
Would you just die already? This is hard enough for me.
Felix takes 2 deep breaths, then puts his hands over his face and starts weeping. Interior, Davidson Mansion, front room, night. Behind Erin, Z approaches, holding a board with nails driven through it. She wields the board in both hands, like a weapon. Z moistens her lips with her tongue, looking at Erin's back. Her hands are trembling slightly. Erin turns back and glances at Z. Z stops moving.
Hey, girly pup, you finished that one yet? Or...
Yeah. It was...
Cool. Might not be a bad idea to do at least one more. I'm gonna go check on their father upstairs while you do that. When the guys come up, make sure they have some rope or something, okay?
No, I mean, you probably shouldn't go up there. Like, he's probably asleep.
Oh.
Erin, picking up the meat tenderizer mallet from the floor, rises to her feet and moves toward the stairs.
I won't wake him up.
Oh, it's fine. I got it. Like, I'll do it.
Erin looks back at Z strangely.
If you're scared of being alone, Z, go down and check on Drake and Felix. See what's taking them.
Z hesitates, staring up at Erin. Erin's expression softens.
Or, if you go both ways, you can come up with me if you want, but it'll only take a second.
I mean, that's a very tempting offer, but I think that's okay. I'll make more boards.
Okay.
Erin nods and heads for the stairs. Z stares after her, then crosses into the entryway, where she unlocks the front door. Interior, Davidson Mansion, upstairs hallway, night. Erin enters the upstairs hallway holding the metal mallet. She immediately notices the dark patch of blood on the wall and the floor at the end of the hallway. Paul's body is nowhere to be seen. She peeks into the master bedroom. Paul's body is slumped face down on the floor near the foot of the bed. Aubrey's corpse is still on the bed beneath the bloody writing on the wall. The machete is now missing from her head. Erin moves further into the room, staring.
Jesus.
Behind Erin, the fox-masked man appears in the bedroom doorway, machete in hand.
We're machete.
Oh, drink, you motherfucker.
Fiddler on the roof, who?
Erin takes a step back, then turns around to face the fox-masked man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's still standing in the doorway, blocking her exit. Erin freezes. The fox-masked man takes a step forward, raising his machete.
Who wrote this shit?
I'm going to guess some lamb mask man and some fox mask man because they really wanted to make sure that they were clear in this.
It's the furries, I know it.
Erin looks down at the mallet in her hand, then looks at the fox-masked man and his machete.
Oh, I'm so tired of you.
She throws her mallet at him. The mallet flips through the air and hits the fox-masked man in the face.
Jesus Christ.
Dylan, no swiping. Dylan, no swiping. Dylan, no swiping.
Oh, man.
He hunches forward with a yell of pain and surprise. Erin uses the moment to push past him, running downstairs. When she reaches the entryway, she sees that the front door is open. She runs over to close it, and bam! An arrow flies right past her face. About 100 feet away, the lamb-masked man begins reloading his crossbow and stomping towards the house.
Not this guy.
She slams the door closed, locking it. She glances at the boards and nails. An idea forms. Interior, Davison Mansion. Front room, night. The lamb-masked man reaches the mansion, noticing one of the windows. He throws his crossbow over his back with its sling and hoists himself up through the frame, stomping down hard. His eyes go wide, and he looks down to see 3 nails sticking through his boot. He punches the wall, furious. Interior, Davison Mansion. Master bedroom, night. Felix, Z, and the fox-masked man are gathered in the bedroom.
Well, she can't have fucking gone far, right? We spread out now, search the backyards, the streets. We'll get her.
A very masculine scream of pain comes from downstairs. They all 3 exchange a glance. Yep, just like that. Super masculine.
Would you mind checking on that?
The fox-masked man hesitates.
I believe this is what I'm paying you for.
The fox-masked man nods quickly and exits. I am also quickly exiting. Felix sits down on the bed next to Aubrey's dead body, his head in his hands.
What a fucking disaster.
Z quickly straddles him on the bed, wrapping her arms around him, comforting. Felix, exhaling, returns her embrace, holding her tightly. Z begins biting the side of Felix's neck. Felix sighs.
I'm not really in the mood, Z.
Oh, come on. I can make it really quick.
Z, on top of Felix, lifts up her shirt. Small-chested, she's not wearing a bra.
I want to fuck you on a bed right next to your dead mom.
Whoa. Calm down, itty-bitty titty committee. No.
Felix?
We love the itty bitty city community.
All titties are good titties.
Felix lifts Z off of him and moves away to stand by the bed. Z leans back against Aubrey's legs.
Why would you even say something like that?
My God, you fucking fascists are so vanilla.
I don't think that's a fair criticism.
Well, fuck me next to your dead mom then.
This conversation is over.
Felix exits the room. Interior, Davison Mansion. Front room, night. Felix moves into the front room. The fox-masked man
Switching to water, ladies and gentlemen.
is helping the lamb-masked man
Oh my god.
pull the board with nails on it off his foot. The nails slide out through the sole of the lamb-masked man's shoes. He makes a hissing sound as the fox-masked man tosses the board aside. The lamb-masked man sits back on the floor with a moan of pain. He removes his boot and blood pours out onto the floor.
I got a
That's
stream
3
to
in
run,
one
folks.
paragraph. Fuck me running. Jesus.
Whew.
It's time for hydration, people.
Yeah, everybody drink a little. Let's take a 2-second
Just some
break.
water.
I think.
Can we do
This
a
is
water?
empty.
All right.
What if we give like 10 Lamb Master, Fox Master like a break for hydration at this point? Otherwise,
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Some liquid IV
Hey,
in
and if
my
you're playing
backpack.
along at home, kids, make sure you drink a little bit of water, would you?
for the
Yeah.
love of God,
Exactly.
please.
Stay hydrated.
We do not take responsibility for anyone who has to get their stomach pumped because of our drinking game.
We do not condone underage drinking. Everyone,
Stay
Yes.
hydrated.
Yes.
I haven't even like unscrewed the 3rd bottle of soju, and I'm not even dead in the script yet. So we
Love
gotta
you.
slow down.
Stay hydrated.
Everyone, please. Drink water. Be safe.
And if anybody has drunk as much as some of the rest of us, then you'll be going, is that God?
Mhm.
Wait. Who is playing
That's tea.
Wait, they were in on it the whole time?
Wait. Oh my god, I need water.
Shit, is it me?
Oh, you give Rocco one glass of water and they spoil the whole movie.
I'm back, motherfuckers. Woo! All right.
Whoa! Hey, don't do that. You don't want your DNA in here, man.
In the dining room, Erin is crouched behind the curtains, listening. Erin reacts to the sound of Felix's voice, staring straight ahead in the dark. Just a moment.
Just
I don't know if my microphone is picking up on any of this pouring.
what pouring?
Okay, good.
It's more
All right.
alcohol. Alcohol.
It's just beer.
No alcohol.
The lamb
You're
masked
welcome,
man
Dylan.
glares up at Felix, his eyes gleaming behind the mask's holes.
I'll clean it up later, just like the rest of this fucking mess.
Tossing his perforated sneaker to one side, the lamb-masked man rises, leaning heavily to keep his weight off his wounded foot. Felix walks forward into the room. Z appears on the stairs behind him.
You say that like it's my fault.
The lamb-masked man grunts.
Listen, so we're perfectly clear. I just had to kill my own brother because you guys keep getting beat by some girl. I had to stab my brother. You were supposed to do that. And the police could be on the way here right fucking now. Did you even take that into consideration?
With a grunt of pain, the lamb-masked man takes a dragging step towards Felix. His eyes are fierce.
You what? You want to talk about brothers?
The lamb-masked man points to the tiger-masked man. Is a
No.
double on
No.
the floor.
Gotta do one.
Drinking water.
My
I'm
brother in
drinking
Christ.
double water.
I'm done drinking.
That's my brother, lying dead right there. And like you, I like my brother. Yeah.
Felix takes us in, regarding the tiger-masked man's corpse with vague curiosity. Drink or don't,
Oof.
whatever.
Go breathe air. Hey.
Drink
I'm
water.
sorry. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew you guys served together. I didn't know you were related, though. Did you shoot him in the fucking head?
In a swift movement, the lamb-masked man grabs Felix by the front of his neck and slams him against the wall, holding him there. Felix struggles for breath. The fox-masked man steps forward as if to intervene, then stops when the lamb-masked man looks at
Oh
him.
my god.
The lamb-masked man returns his attention to Felix.
Fucking mask.
Hey, I'm just trying to think of reasons I shouldn't kill you.
Felix struggles to speak. Z is watching this all take place with interest.
Blow. Pay you more. Pay you more.
What's that?
Felix cannot speak. He's too drunk. The lamb-masked man releases him. Felix slumps forward, sucking in air. He gasps.
You kill me, you get nothing. You pulled this off, I'll give you 400,000.
The lamb-masked man regards Felix.
I was going to give you 2, right? But you should have your brother's share. That's only fair.
The lamb-masked man looks over at his dead brother. Fuck. Felix speaks quickly.
Plus, I'll throw in an extra 100 each. If you can finish this, so that's $500,000 for you. 300 to you. I won't be able to pay you until inheritance comes through, but I'll have it soon. We just need to finish this.
The lamb-masked man looks over at the fox-masked man, who shrugs.
We've come this far.
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
Are
The
we sure?
lamb-masked man glances at Z, who's watching silently, and then jabs Felix in the chest with a finger.
You two better be getting enough money to pay us.
Would I fucking be doing this if I wasn't?
Know your life, man.
The
That's
lamb-masked
fair.
man
It's a mess.
nods and steps away. Suddenly, an electronic beeping noise comes from the dining room. Felix, Z, and the two masked killers all turn to look in this direction of the sound.
Who?
Interior Davison Mansion, dining, night. Okay. Behind the curtain, Erin fumbles frantically for her beeping cell phone, trying to silence it. She takes it quickly from her pocket. Its screen is glowing. A notice reads, "Message sent." Erin holds her breath, silently slipping her phone back into her pocket. She looks up. The curtains in front of her are yanked open. The fox-masked man stands in front of Erin, staring at her. He is holding his machete in his right hand. Erin promptly punches the fox-masked man in the face, cracking his mask.
Ow!
I do
The fox-masked
taekwondo, bitch.
Takes a step back, startled.
Fucking robo bitch! You broke my furry mask!
Shut up, loser.
Erin runs past Felix, Z, and the lamb-masked man, and straight into the library. There's a moment of confused hesitation, then Felix runs after Erin.
Jesus Christ. Please get her.
Z and the fox-masked man follow Felix. Hold on, because the lamb-masked man also awkwardly gives pursuit, limping after the others. He reaches the entryway and picks up the axe from the floor. We keep this up, we're going to need a break.
Drink water.
Not an easy game. This is
Remember,
one of our
kids,
toughest games so far.
Hydrate.
Please drink
Erin
water.
runs into the patio, spinning around, taking cover on the side of the door frame, ready. Felix, Z, and the fox-masked man creep past the patio door, not realizing she went in. After a minute, the lamb-masked man, limping, finally catches up. He passes the door, then pauses to check it. A mischievous smile creeps across his face as he approaches. He slowly enters and looks around. The room's empty. Suddenly, Erin jumps out, swinging a board with nails at him. He flinches in surprise.
Wait, what?
He raises the hand defensively, and the board comes down on it, nailing his hand to his head. He staggers back, dropping his axe and collapsing. Davison Mansion, entryway, night. Moments later, Erin rushes into the entryway. She yanks open the basement door and grabs a folded kite inside, along with its spool of kite string. Erin then takes a wooden chair and drags it over to the front door. She removes the screw hook from her pocket and begins driving into the ceiling right above the door. Exterior, Davison Mansion, front yard, night. Z, Felix, and the fox-masked man stand in front of the Davison vacation house, nearing the street, looking around for Erin. The entire road is dark and empty.
Cops could be driving here right now for all we know. What if they come across her running down the fucking road? Tell me, what's going to happen now?
Let's all take a slow breath for 10 and calm down.
Why should I calm down? This entire situation's going out of control, like the production of The Flash fucking went off the rails. We don't even know what's going on.
Try to think positive, okay? Like Ezra did. You guys look out here. She's hurt. She's not faster than you. Stick to the road. If you don't see her, head back here.
Z nods.
Where are you going?
Back in the house to check on Craig and see if she doubled back on us.
Why would she do that?
It's what I do.
So the fox-masked man turns away towards the house.
Drink water.
Hey,
Oh, God damn it.
what say you give us the crossbow?
The fox-masked man turns back.
Agua.
Oh, shit.
We don't have any weapons.
The fox-masked man looks
Otra
down at the
vez.
crossbow. He locks a bolt into it and then proffers it to Felix.
One time. You know how to use this?
Sorry. Felix takes the crossbow, hefting it.
All right, I pull the trigger, arrow shoots, right?
Yeah. Wow, you must have had some training or something. But be careful with that. There's 2 more bolts on the base there. That's 3 shots. Got it? You see her? You be sure to aim carefully.
Listen, I'm a huge Hunger Games, and we need to talk about Kevin fan. I got this, of course.
Felix takes off, running down the street. The fox-masked man looks at Z, who smiles at him and runs after Felix. He sighs and walks up to the house. Interior, Davidson Mansion, entryway, night. Erin, standing on the chair, finishes tying a piece of string attached to the ceiling with a slip knot. She steps off the chair to admire her work. Using the hanging hole in the bottom of its handle as a fulcrum, Erin has suspended the axe from the ceiling with a kite string. Erin smiles, satisfied at this setup. She then looks toward the front room. As the fox-masked man steps in through the broken window, they stare at each other.
Shit.
Mama ain't raised no quitter. We
Mama
drink.
raised an alcoholic.
Erin runs for the basement door. Interior, Davidson Mansion, basement, night. Erin races down the basement steps. He follows her.
I've got pretty good night vision, you know. I watched Nosferatu on a laptop screen in the mid-afternoon. Not a lot of street lights out there in the desert. Just the moon and the stars.
The fox-masked man begins slowly making his way down the stairs into the dark basement.
God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm forgetting the drinking game.
If you need it. Salud.
Lots of water.
Salud.
And if you think you don't need water, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That's how you know you do need water. As soon as you start going, no, I'm good. That's how you gotta. That's how you know.
Salud,
it's time to drink.
Shindan.
Yeah, it's Shindan.
We're all having fun with the fox here tonight, but foxes, they drink water.
They drink water.
And be
They
sure
watched
to
one
drink
do it
some
once.
water.
Drink some water.
They also don't.
I don't need water. When have I ever got drunk and made an ass of myself on one of these streams before?
Be careful.
I wouldn't remember that.
Andy,
Almost
don't
every-
overthink. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he reaches the bottom of the stairs and turns to survey the dark basement, listening carefully. Suddenly, a pale light flashes, briefly illuminating the room. Erin is standing on the other side of the room, holding out her digital camera, using its flash to see. The light dies and the basement is dark again, except for the dim light of the camera's view screen. The fox-masked man, seeing the light of the camera screen and hearing motion behind it, chuckles again.
Seeing the light indeed.
Aguacito.
We could basically sing Barbie Girl because isn't Barbie Girl by Aqua at this point? So we could just,
Oh,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
hydrated.
I feel like a Barbie girl.
On this
We
channel,
all-
we're all a Barbie girl.
You're not. If you're on the stream, you
I'm
are
just kidding.
automatically a Barbie girl.
Fuck yeah. All right.
It's true.
He cannot see Erin, but he can see the dim light moving slightly, then going still. He begins slowly making his way towards it. The camera flash goes off again. With a yell, the fox-masked man jabs a fire poker above the camera where Erin's face should be. Instead, he hits the wall. A moment later, the fox-masked man grunts as he is hit from behind. Interior, Davidson Mansion, entryway, night. Erin emerges from the basement. She looks around. The house is quiet. Erin heads for the front door. Interior, Davidson Mansion, front room, night. Reaching the front door, front room, Erin picks up a knife from the floor. She then straightens and turns toward the window to climb outside. A crossbow arrow hits hits Erin in the side of her chest, knocking her to the floor. Exterior, Davison Mansion, front yard, night. Felix is crouched in the front yard, aiming the crossbow. Z stands next to him. They watch as Erin falls back inside the house, disappearing from view. Felix straightens up, looking grimly satisfied. Z cheers.
How about that? First fucking try.
Felix hands the crossbow to Z.
Go make sure she's dead, okay?
Z nods, grinning, as Felix heads over towards the rental car parked in the driveway. Z walks through the front yard to the Davison vacation house, strapping another bolt under the crossbow. She reaches the broken front room window and looks inside. Erin's body is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Felix, she's alive.
Keeping the crossbow in front of her, Z steps through the shattered window into the house. Z moves to the kitchen, aiming the crossbow around. The kitchen appears empty. Z's eyes narrow, scanning the darkness. From around the kitchen counter, the silhouette of a body slumps into view, seated on the floor. The head turns as if peering towards Z. An arrow visibly protrudes from the body's chest. Z smiles. She immediately takes aim and fires. The arrow hits the body in its head. Z's smile widens. The body slumps down onto the floor, now in clear view. Z stops smiling. Fuck. The corpse is that of the tiger masked man.
I think that's the last one. We got to take a drink for that.
Take a big one for that one.
Cheers, y'all.
Drink water if you need to.
And then maybe a little bit of water,
Alka-Seltzer will be coming in handy later.
just to help it down.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be rough.
Gonna be a heating pad, sleeping at night.
This is why we do this shit on Fridays, y'all.
Goddamn right.
Behind his dead body, Erin rises up from behind the counter, facing Z. She's holding a meat cleaver.
Hey, Z.
Z quickly scrambles, trying to reload the crossbow. Erin rushes towards Z, raising the cleaver. Z blocks it with the crossbow. The cleaver embeds itself into the wooden stock. Erin releases the cleaver and grabs Z by her hair, dragging her further into the kitchen. Behind them, Felix appears in the kitchen doorway, holding his knife. He sees the two girls struggling.
Hey!
In a swift movement, Erin grabs the pot of oil off the stove and flings its contents at Felix, splashing him and half the room with oil. Felix flinches and then stares down at himself.
It's not even hot anymore, you dumb bitch.
Felix takes a step forward, slips on the oil, and falls, catching himself on the counter. Z hisses, clawing at Erin's face. Erin spins the pot around in her head, brings it down on Z's head. Z falls, hitting her neck on the counter, on the corner of the counter, hard enough to break it. Felix rises to his feet, raising his knife. Erin swings a cabinet door open, hitting Felix with it, and then grabs a jar out of the cabinet and throws it at his head. Felix manages to duck. The jar hits the wall behind him and shatters. Felix's knife stabs down into Erin's shoulder. He wrenches it out and stabs her again in the same place. Erin grabs a glass blender off the counter with her unwounded arm, spins and smashes it on Felix's head, breaking the glass. Erin quickly plunges it in, turns it on, and then shoves it in his face, turning him into a millionaire milkshake. Covering her wounds with one hand, Erin starts to limp out of the kitchen. She's pale and looks faint. She stops moving when she hears a cell phone ring behind her. Erin turns back towards Felix's body. His cell phone is ringing. Erin carefully kneels down and removes the cell phone from Felix's jacket pocket. She flips it open and holds it to one ear. Crispian's voice comes from the phone.
Felix?
Exterior, Davison Mansion, front yard, night. Crispian, dressed as before, makes his way up through the front yard towards the front room window of his family's vacation house. He's talking into his smartphone.
Look, bro, is it all done there or what? I saw that my signal came back. Is it over?
Silence on the other end of the line. Crispian sighs.
Look, I know that you're pissed at me for not helping out, but I just couldn't do it, man. Yeah, I told you this might happen.
Crispian steps through the front room window. Interior, Davidson Mansion, front room, night. Crispian avoids the boards with nails on the floor, regarding them with confusion. He continues speaking into the phone.
Jeez, what do you want me to say?
The phone disconnects. Crispian looks down at it, puzzled.
Felix?
Erin steps into the front room, holding Felix's cell phone. In her other hand, she has a steak knife. Crispian blinks and then breaks into a wide smile.
Erin, you're okay.
Erin says nothing. She lets Felix's cell phone drop from her hand to the floor.
Where's Felix?
I stuck a blender in his head and killed him.
Rude.
Oh. Okay.
Erin sways on her feet, looking weak from blood loss.
I can't believe it. You were in on it.
Crispian shrugs weakly.
I mean, come on, baby. You know how broke I am, right?
Oh my god, how broke you are. You have a fucking trust fund.
That doesn't even accrue much interest.
Oh my god, you could have fucking killed me. And you're
Erin,
being a
I
whiny
told you,
baby talking about
we're
a trust
all
fund.
dying. That was never supposed to happen.
Crispian takes a step closer to Erin.
Okay, Erin, you were supposed to be the witness, a person with a clean record who could attest that our parents and older siblings were murdered by unknown lunatics. It was, in fact, a very important part of my plan that you be unharmed.
Right.
But we needed someone with no motive to see what had happened here. Someone other than Z, obviously.
Obviously.
Crispian hesitates, looking around.
Where is Z?
Oh, Z? That bitch? Yeah, I killed her too.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm sorry things were, they got out of control. How were we supposed to know that you were, really good at killing people?
Right.
Which is actually sort of weird, by the way, if you'd reacted
Oh
like,
my god, it's so weird.
like-
It's not like men are like super violent. That's so funny.
This is fair, but normally, my parents and older siblings, they would have just been killed, and you would have been untouched, and I'd be rich, and we'd be like on our way to like a vacation in Paris.
Oh my god, yeah. He's so rich.
Erin regards Crispian with empty eyes.
And there's a silver lining here, by the way. I'm now the sole inheritor of my family's estate, baby. We're talking millions, okay?
God,
Look,
wow.
regardless of us, if we work out, whatever happens with us. I mean, it'd be insane to throw that away.
Yeah, right? It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Crispian gestures around at the dead bodies that sit around them.
I mean, look at all that'd be wasted.
Erin stares at him.
Yeah. I can excuse making your family fortune by murdering thousands of innocent people a year, but
Yeah,
I draw
normal.
the line at stealing. Besides, I could have fucking died.
I told you, Erin, we're all dying. I could have died too.
Erin blinks. Crispian reaches out hesitantly and puts his hand on Erin's uninjured shoulder.
Look, I understand. It might take a while to make this up to you. But in the meantime, I know you've got your student loans. How would $500,000 go towards
Oh my
fixing that
gosh.
problem? You
My
could
white
quit your
knight.
bartending job,
Ah,
just
my
study
savior.
full time. You know you hate that job.
Oh my god, you're so right, babe. You're so funny.
She just stares at Crispian. He shakes his head.
I mean, you could have $500,000 within the month, okay?
Wow.
Or
That's it?
or I could go to jail and get nothing. You go back to counting every penny, and what does that get you? The damage is already done. You're okay, baby. You're alive. That's what matters.
Keep mansplaining it to me. Yeah.
Erin looks down at herself. She's covered with blood. Most of it's hers. And Crispian nods quickly.
I'm sorry. You're right. I was mansplaining, and I
In that ass blazer.
You were involved.
Oh,
and
you're such a loser.
You should at least have $1 million, right? At least.
At least, I think.
I mean, tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. Because if you could have $1 million, think of what that would mean.
Yeah.
Erin looks up at Crispian and smiles, not recognizing the strangeness of her smile. Crispian smiles back.
Hey, I promised you, right, that I would come back, didn't I?
Yeah.
I always keep my promises, baby.
God, that's right, baby. You're back. Yeah, I really needed you.
In a quick motion, Erin raises the steak knife and stabs Crispian in the side of his neck. Crispian clutches his neck, blood gushing out around his fingers. He falls forward to his knees, staring up at Erin. Erin raises the bloody knife. Crispian tries to speak.
Why?
Why the fuck not, baby?
What? I'm sorry, I mansplained.
Fuck you.
Erin stabs Crispian again, this time in the eye, piercing his brain. Blood bursts from Erin's right shoulder with the sound of a gunshot. She's knocked against the wall. Erin slumps to the floor next to Crispian's dead body. She's been shot in the shoulder. In shock, she stares out the window. Exterior, Davidson vacation home, night. A uniformed police officer in his late 20s, Officer Garcia, stands outside in the front yard, holding his smoking .38 revolver in a firing stance. Not a flirting stance. Well, maybe a flirting stance.
I mean,
Let's
I can
see.
do that too, you know.
I got a gun,
Let's
yo.
see. Aiming it through the window.
Do not move. Do you hear me? Don't move.
Moving closer to the dining room window, Officer Garcia looks inside and sees Amy, Kelly, and Tariq's bodies. His face crumples.
Dios mío. Carlos! They killed the whole family of fascists. This is crazy.
Keeping his gun aimed at Erin through the window, Officer Garcia makes his way to the front door of the house. He transfers the gun to his left hand and turns the doorknob. Erin watches the doorknob turn on the inside of the front door. Blood is soaking her left arm and she's breathing shallowly. She blinks slowly, focusing her eyes. The doorknob is still attached with a slip knot to the string leading up to the ceiling. Erin's eyes widen slightly.
No, don't!
Erin's voice is barely a whisper, almost inaudible. Officer Garcia opens the front door, moving his gun quickly to cover Erin. Above him, the string whips up from the door frame. The weighted axe above the door swings down into Officer Garcia's face. And splits in half. The end.
Who's not dead?
Did anyone survive?
Oh, we did it!
My
little
record.
my blend jet came in handy.
I'm only halfway through the third bottle.
Oh my god, there's a blend jet.
My blend jet.
Only halfway through the bottle? Jesus Christ. How did the script get longer? Wasn't it 69 pages? Where did the 70th page come from?
Yeah, where did we push to the 70?
I'm sorry. So this was
That is
actually me.
69. It's nice. It's a nice script.
Yo,
You
you
gotta admit
guys.
it's a nice script.
I was feeling that soju towards the last act.
Oh my
That
God.
was awesome.
No.
That last
Lee,
scene
you
never
did
went
great.
like that before. It was
That
so
was great.
good.
You and Dylan
I
had a
was
great
just
stand.
improvising. I'm like, we can have fun.
It was awesome.
No,
You and Dylan have had standoffs before on
I love you,
Tablescreams,
Dylan.
but that was one
I
of the
love you
most fun
too.
ones.
That
I've
was
ever done.
amazing.
No,
You're
the
my
absolute
favorite.
best was you just commenting on spoilers, but the part of the script that you had actually no lines for. That was the absolute best.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, wait. As the host, I have to go pee. I'm sorry. I've been drinking a lot. I'll be right back.
I
You go,
did that
you go.
as soon as I died.
Whoever is here, read the chat. Love you. Bye. I'll be
Oh, shit.
back. I'll be back.
Rocco, that's on you.
Yes, all right. I have to skip that. I have the chat up right now. I
was
will
gonna
be
read
the
this.
acting sweet and spooky.
All right, go on.
Oh my! Wait, how do we get to Sonic? We got.
We're in Sonic territory.
Yeah, we have a Sonic discourse right now going on in here.
Holy shit!
Oh my God, Dr. Eggman mustache on Mustache.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
yeah.
Uh,
that
how
was
does-
the inspiration.
I hate
That was
it.
the blueprint. No,
I
okay.
hate it.
No, I agree. I as someone with a mustache, I feel very strongly about a bad mustache. And Nosferatu, you know, Count Orlok or Bill Skarsgård's mustache was diabolical.
This is probably the most mustaches we ever had on a screen. On a stream.
I mean, it's pretty
That's
mustachy.
true.
It's stashy today.
It's quite stashy.
Yeah, no, almost everyone except for Celise and Dice had a mustache on at some point.
That's right.
All right, I got to pee too. I've been.
I'm back, girlies.
Oh, right on time.
There she
They're
is.
abandoning us.
Holy shit. Dylan, I love
That's
you.
why
Thank you
I-
for going with that. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
no,
ran out
thank
of
you
the
for
room.
doing
That
it. It
was
was fun.
crazy. That was
Andy,
really good.
can I
That was
just
the best
say
we've ever done that.
you didn't stumble on Foxmast and or Landmast once.
Never.
Pro.
That's true. You did so good.
I was really paying attention because I knew every time we said it,
I
we
think
were
it
all
helps.
going
if
to
you're
suffer
just like,
together.
I think an oh fuck before it comes up. I mean, does
Yeah.
help the warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
fuck.
mentally preparing myself because last time we did this, it was just me suffering, and now we all got to suffer from this. So it was very good.
It's important that we share it around.
Oh
How
my
do
gosh.
I read the chat?
Cody, thank you so much for being here and watching with all your coworkers. Really appreciate that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Was it during my drunken laughing and improvising with Dylan?
There's coworkers.
I don't know if this
Oh, no.
program is safe for work.
Is it safe for work?
I want to call attention to Claire's comment that said everyone was so good. I love everyone's acting.
Thank
That's
you,
really
Claire.
sweet.
That's so
That's
nice.
really
So
sweet.
nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just like to have fun. I like to think everyone here has like the best chemistry ever. So
Ew.
I feel like we really know each other. We just get the vibes.
Absolutely.
We just connect deeply.
We're just the coven.
Even if it's over terrible Nosferatu mustaches.
Did you guys like my flip phone? Fun fact.
I
This is-
appreciated that.
This is my first ever phone that I ever got.
Oh my god.
I kept
I
it.
feel
Look,
that.
it has a sticker I put on it.
Oh, I love that.
So
It's
I
a Virgin
legitimately
Mobile flip phone.
I legitimately had a Nextel when I was in 5th grade, and no joke, we used to, like, on recess with the kids, we would throw my phone against the brick wall and try to catch it because the Nextel was, like, basically a brick
Oh,
that you
yeah, it
could
was so
not break
big.
if you try.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Thank you, Gustavo. We have like a whole bunch of these actually. There's a playlist on my channel called Tablescreams, so you can find like a bunch of the ones that we did. Our last one
Some
was
are probably better than others. I don't remember which
TCM.
ones.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think.
One of our best ones was Jennifer's Body. So if you can watch
That was great.
that,
Jennifer's Body
that
is
one
just-
was so good.
It's just a fucking phenomenal screenplay. Like,
was
Celise
such
and
a
I
good
were talking
screenplay.
Also,
today about, like, Jennifer's Body and Scream being phenomenal screenplays you don't have to touch.
we didn't even
It's
have
funny.
to edit those.
It's
They're
funny.
amazing.
Scream. So for most of these, as you can tell, I will like super duper edit them for just to make them funny. The most ridiculous being I still know what you did last summer, where
Oh my
I
God.
took out
Improvised like 60%
I took out
of that
the
too.
I took out the entire third act because it was such a
oh my
terrible
God,
fucking
I
screenplay.
remember.
Whoa.
But like
You mean you took out Ben's son? Ben's son?
No, hell
No,
no. We
that's
kept that
not
in. We
right.
kept that in. I was like, we need to keep that,
That
in.
was too good to get rid
That's
of.
iconic.
That was
I
great.
literally ended the table scream after that. Like I just wrote him in his
Yeah.
dying immediately.
Yeah.
Wrote him in his
Like I have Jennifer Love Hewitt's character just shooting him out right after that and being like, all right, we're done with this shit.
Yeah.
But Scream and Jennifer's Body, it was really just editing for the format. Like it was very outside of some minor jokes. Like there was really nothing that we changed, and I feel like it honestly made them that much better. I think
Yeah.
Scream and Jennifer's Body were the best ones we've ever done.
Yeah. There was one that like Ginger Snaps. The
Oh,
script
Ginger
is
Snaps was
genuinely.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
great script, but we could never find the final version of the script,
Yeah.
so we kind of
Oh, yeah.
extrapolated what we
Mashed it
could
out.
from different versions. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
we
was
also had to
difficult.
edit it to fit this format. It was that
Yeah.
one was tough, but I think we
Turned out
did it
pretty
well.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like that one too. Funny story though, Jennifer's Body. Let us not forget that we got blessing from the icon himself, Kyle Gallner.
Yes.
Literally,
We went
10
live.
10 minutes
Minutes
before.
before we went live.
Oh,
Kyle
that's awesome.
Gallner.
It was so
Beautiful man he
beautiful.
is.
Yeah, 10 minutes before Kyle Gallner was like, yeah, break legs, slay. Like,
It was
he was
amazing.
so nice. Shout out
Yes.
to Kyle.
The beautiful man that he is. He wished
Sweet,
us
sweet
good luck.
man.
So one of my buddies, Derek Ramsey, was in the chat. Said, "I knew Daniel Stern. I didn't know Daniel Stern was such a horror buff because everybody, since I've grown out my fucking hair and this beard, has said I look like Daniel
Oh my
Stern.
God! Wait, is that the Home Alone
Oh my
guy?
god,
There's
that's
worse
so
people to look like.
funny.
Absolutely worst to look like."
By the way, just a quick note, Derek. Thank you so much for the note about the levels. I hope that I fixed
Oh,
it well. I
thank
fixed it in the
you.
middle of
Yes.
us. In the middle of us reading, I was like, all right, let me turn the piano down and go turn Celise up.
Oh, you couldn't hear
so-
me, or was it like everyone?
No, he said that you were a little low and the piano was a little too loud. Like it was a little louder than you.
I was listening while you were playing piano and Andy was doing narration, and I felt like it was cutting out, but I couldn't tell if it was just me.
I think it was also
Yeah.
me too. Like there was
Okay.
there was a little
There's a little
drift
bit
with
of-
the piano, but
Okay.
like not to a bad point.
Yeah. I gave you a healthy amount up, Celise, and then I was listening on my phone when I took my mini pee break there, in the middle of the reading.
Breaking news: Rocco peas.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't
Go
think
piss,
any
girl.
MP break should.
Go piss, girl.
I love Dylan. This is bestie right here.
Yes. Girly.
Girly pop.
Poor category.
Dylan is so girly pop though.
Thank you.
welcome.
I'm baby girl.
I know
Honor
you're
and
you're
Yeah.
a Charlotte. Are you a Charlotte?
I
Sex
think
and the
I'm
City?
probably. I think I would like to think I'm
Oh,
a
Sex and the
Samantha, but yeah, I'm a
City.
Charlotte. I think.
You're a Charlotte for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
which one is the slut shaming one? Was that
That is
Charlotte?
me. That's me. I'm a
That's
Samantha
Charlotte,
at this
that's
point.
Charlotte.
That's
Slut-
Charlotte?
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
Charlotte's-
know any of them.
No, Charlotte- Oh yeah, no, Charlotte is the slut shaming one.
Yeah, Charlotte is.
I would never
That's-
shame.
She gets better though.
That's not girly pop.
She
though.
grows.
That's not
She
girly
does grow.
She grows,
She's just
but
like
also
more like uptight.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say the second movie wasn't needed. The first movie was such a perfect conclusion to the series.
Wow.
I-
we're
Just
on
saying. Just
Sex and
saying.
the City
Started
lore.
because there's one amazing scene in the second movie,
No,
and then
no.
the rest of it is garbage.
I think I know exactly the amazing scene you're talking about, and
Yeah.
that was the one scene that I was just like, okay, this movie actually matters. And then everything after
Yep,
that, I was just
it's-
like,
Is it
Mm.
Charlotte and Miranda talking at the bar?
my God, yes.
Yes!
And,
No,
like,
wait.
you and I
I
need to
love
have-
Sex
you
and
and I
the
need
City.
to have, like,
No, oh my
fucking
god.
Manhattan.
I know.
We need
fucking
to have a
bar.
chat afterwards,
Yeah.
like
All
on
right,
the Sex
gang,
and the City
listen,
girl.
we're
Okay, it's
on a
fine.
hard channel.
We don't
just
need to
did
talk
a
about it
table
right
screen.
now. We're talking about
Um,
Sex and the City, D. It doesn't matter.
We have some great input in the chat right now.
Yeah, let's chat with the chat.
Yeah, a bunch of people said
Um,
a Freddy versus Jason table screen would be great.
Wait, I don't see
Um,
that. Where is that? Who said that?
I don't know if y'all remember my Freddy.
Where is that? I
Uh,
didn't see
Oh
that.
my God!
you
No,
were
you did
Freddy.
a really good Freddy.
I did
That
Freddy
was
because
really
I have
great.
the voice modulation pedal, and I haven't
the
used it
best.
since.
Yeah,
Well, I
no,
used
it's
it during
Freddy voice
Saw.
modulation's the best.
Yeah, no, it was great, and
That
I've
was
been like
amazing.
dying to break out the voice modulation pedal.
Somebody said smile table scream.
That would be so depressing.
Shit.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
but
I'm down.
oh,
Like,
we
would
would
you
have
really
so
wanna
much
watch
meat to
that?
work with, you guys.
Smile.
So
Kyle
much meat.
Gallner again to wish us good luck, though. That's good.
Kyle Gallner, our angel.
Yeah, why would you want to watch that? That's so depressing. I mean, listen, this y'all input, all right? You can.
Can we all just agree that Smile 2 is better than Smile? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm just gonna go ahead
I'm
and
not
say
saying that. I'm not saying that because I
That's a
love
hot
both
take,
for
but
different
I-
reasons.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Convinced. I'm
I
right
like
on the fence.
both. I like both.
Okay,
I
but
love
here's the thing.
both.
Two hit
I-
me harder though.
I
Both
might
very
agree
different.
with
Both
you.
very, very different.
I might agree with you, but I stand in solidarity with Celise's crush on Susie Bacon.
Bacon.
Sosie
Susie-
Bacon.
yeah,
Susie's awesome, but like,
Susie, but
I can't.
Oh, but I,
can't.
love Naomi Scott as well.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
no,
Smile
yeah.
2 had me more engaged. Just a
Baddies around the world.
I get it.
I
It's
agree.
bigger,
I agree.
you know.
It's
Um,
bigger and also just fucked with you a little bit more.
I think
There's
that
scenes
Smile.
I liked more in Smile 2, but I also find that towards the end, it's kind of like too much of it is did that happen for me?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think Smile 2. He definitely took more risks, and he got
Which
a
I
little
like.
more cerebral,
Absolutely.
which is cool. But I think that maybe Smile 2 is a little more. I don't want to say this because, like, obviously Smile 1 he had a lot of time to work on, but I feel like Smile 2 is a little more developed.
It
in
is
terms
and
of it.
yeah.
If it's like
Smile-
commentary.
Smile 2 made
I
me want
love
to go
that
back
we just got on this.
and
I
rewatch
love
Smile
the-
1.
The
I'm just
That's
saying,
Smile.
like Smile
say
2 made me
this.
want to go
We
back
love
and rewatch
Smile
Smile.
here. We love Smile.
I think
Should we all do our
Smile.
smiles?
I love
Yeah.
it. Ready? Go. 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 Go.
So at least you're just smiling. That doesn't count. That's not a smile.
I'm not
You're
good
just
at this
smiling.
shit. Whatever. They would never cast me in Smile. Anyways, Cody.
Everybody's, like, looking creepy and like-
wait, I want to highlight Cody. Thank you. You're about to screen Hard Eyes. Oh my god, have so much fun.
Ooh,
Cool.
We saw.
Oh my
we
god,
saw
a Hard Eyes
early.
was fucking
Shout out,
Fire.
thank you to Brooklyn Horror Film Festival for inviting me to see Hard Eyes.
That's
Thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Love it.
I can't. Well, no. Now I can talk about it. Go
Yeah,
see
your-
Hard
your-
Eyes.
your
Oh my
embargo's
god,
lifted.
my embargo is
yeah,
lifted.
Embargo's done.
Go see Hard Eyes. I'm gonna have a full
Yes.
review coming soon.
Right.
Super
Yes.
fun.
If you're, yeah, go see Hard Eyes. It was dope. That's all I'm gonna
You
say.
said it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sleaze. You said it was 5 stars compared to Werewolves Within, which we recently just watched.
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh.
It was
So
also 5 stars compared
Yes,
to
sir.
Wolfman.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god. After seeing Wolfman, I was like, we're in the trenches. We're
Yo,
in the
I honestly-
trenches. Like, I'm sick and tired of January horror. We're done. Like, Wolfman is like this year's Night Swim, a mess, whatever. And then saw Hard
And-
Eyes, saw
yes.
Companion, and I was like, bitch, we're
Hard
so
Eyes
back.
and Companion back
We're
to back.
so back.
No,
We're
we got
so
very
back.
lucky last
Yeah.
year. It's okay
Well,
if we have a couple slumps.
Exactly.
last year was too good to us because we had so many differing genre horror films.
I agree.
Well,
I don't know if I could pick a favorite.
2022 was probably the best year of horror that I've ever lived through.
Oh,
So-
explain.
2022.
Explain.
Oh,
2020. All I'm gonna say, there was many examples.
Okay.
But one of my favorite movies of all time came out in 2022, and
And-
all the bad gender fluid bitches in this chat know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Pearl, baby girl, Pearl.
I mean,
Pearl came out
fucking
2022.
Pearl was perfect.
And 2024 was a banger too. 2023 sucked. I don't give a shit. I'm not talking about Talk to Me. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Y'all liked it. That's good for you.
I did not like that movie.
I didn't like that
I
shit.
don't
Shit was
care.
mad generic. I don't know what
Okay.
y'all were.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all were
I
losing
like
shit
Talk
about.
to Me simply because how dark the ending was, but I also
Yo.
love unhappy endings.
I just
I
like
agree.
Australians.
Yeah. Listen, we have a very small group of Australians, but
Oh.
no. But all jokes aside, I thought 2024 was really solid.
Yeah.
It was, yes.
It was no 2022, as I was
There
joking.
was a lot of really good
Wow.
indie films in 2024
Yes.
that people are sleeping
Yes.
on. I was
Yes.
trying to like bring those to light on the channel.
Black
Watch
Eyed
them.
Hanger.
Black Eyed
banger.
Susan. Watch it.
Actually,
Stop
I can't
it.
find
Stop
it.
playing.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Black
Same.
Eyed
I wanna
Susan
watch
might
it.
have been one
Watch
of my
it,
favorite of the year.
Dylan. Get it from Vinegar Syndrome. What are you talking about?
We gotta get.
But
the-
I buy so many Blu-rays.
Dylan,
and it's so
Dylan.
Dylan, I'll put it this way.
Dylan, come
Hey,
over.
Dylan,
Come over. Come
Yeah, I
over.
was
Can
gonna
I?
Yes.
Either,
Do you have it
either
now?
Yes.
buy
Yes,
it,
come.
We do.
and I'll
What are you
buy it
guys
off
doing
you if
Sunday
it's not
morning?
good.
Oh my
Actually,
God,
we're
come.
not doing
I don't
anything Sunday
care.
morning.
Like, come
I
whenever.
make
might run to
pancakes.
the city, but
Get
other
over
than
here.
that, you should come through and we'll
Watch
watch it.
Black Eyed Susan. You should watch it before you see Companion. Come over.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
you honestly you should definitely watch it first because and I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna like give away our review, but they're a great double feature, or maybe not a double feature, but like
Ooh.
you should watch Black Eyed Susan and then Companion
Yes.
because I feel like they inform each other really well.
Are you guys free Sunday? I'll make brunch.
Oh my God, I love it. I am
Oh my
free.
God!
love that.
So what
I
are we
think
doing? We're
I'm
making
free.
plans on the stream.
Love
Yeah, I
it.
know. We'll talk about
fly
this
in
off
from
air.
Ohio?
Okay.
Yes,
have
you
some
should.
There's a bus.
Pick me
Fly
up.
in.
When y'all
Get the
There's a bus that
bus.
gets you in from Ohio.
Okay, wait. Let me catch up on the chat. We're making plans and shit. Okay, hold on.
No. This is the
Derek,
behind the scenes shit that the
hello.
people love. They want to see
Derek
us make
said I'm
plans
new
on
here,
stream.
but whoever's top left, I'm here for your silent facial expression. Oh, I think it's Dice.
Dice.
Sweet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dice responded. I'm sorry, Dice.
Many years of practice.
Gustavo, have a great weekend. Thank you for hanging out.
Yes, thank you, Gustavo.
You.
That's a
Cody
dope
asked,
name.
was Companion good? It was. It was. You should go check it out. I'll do a review soon. I have a lot of things to review right now.
So,
Oh, boy.
Paul, actually, Pearl and X came out 2022. I know it seems like it just happened. It just happened, but that was mad years ago, my dude. That's like
I
3
feel
years
like
ago.
2023 did have some bangers though, but I cannot recall any of them off the top of my head.
Because
did,
it wasn't that good of a year, but okay.
It did, but it had more like mid movies that everybody was like low key like jocking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Cold
that's
City is a
fair.
great example.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I agree.
Because then you think of like 2024, and you're like, all right, well, like what we started with Late Night with the Devil. That was the beginning.
Which
of
I
2024.
completely did not get until like probably 8 months into 2024 that I actually sat down and finally watched it.
Well, my point is like a lot of movies that you might associate with 2023 actually were early 2024, and
Yeah.
then the end of 2024 had some bangers. Like it was just a great year.
Dice.
Oh, nice.
Not
Yeah.
real.
I
that's-
love
Not
it, Dice.
real.
Oh, that's
That's
I
awesome.
love that, man, so much.
I believe Flux Gourmet was 2022, and if so, I love that movie.
Is
so-
that okay? So it's 100%
Bro,
worth a
I don't know what
watch?
the fuck you just said.
Oh, I love it. It's,
You did, okay? Because like food-based horror films, like The Menu, for example, is something that I did not realize that I had so much attachment to until I watched it.
I would
Then
say
see
it's
what
not. I think it was
really-
mismarketed as a horror film. It's more of a dark
Yeah.
comedy.
So you could
Okay.
say that the food-based horror eats.
Eats just a smidge.
Eh?
Tim
I'll give you
said
that.
that we're all so cute and funny. Thank you, Tim.
Aw,
Thanks for being here, Tim.
Thank you.
guys.
Claire
Thanks for
said.
coming by to be
Claire had a
cute.
great question. What was everyone's favorite 2024 horror film?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go first.
Ooh.
Mine was The Substance.
Yeah.
A very close second had to be Humanist Vampire Seeking
I've got to see
Sentient
that.
Suicidal Person.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
second Celise. My three that are honestly almost equal was The Substance, Humanist Vampire, and then I saw the TV Glow.
Ooh, I saw TV
my
Glow.
list. I saw the TV Glow.
Still need to watch that.
Me and Celise
Yeah.
made that. Yo,
Beautiful
I'm gonna
movie.
tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a cautionary tale right now. Me and Celise were like, "Yo, this I saw the TV Glow shit. Everybody's overhyping it. Let's take an edible and get stupid
Oh.
blasted and watch the fucking most depressing movie of the year as queer people. Don't.
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 do that.
It's
If you
against
if
that.
you are queer, don't take
No.
an edible before watching us.
Listen.
TV Glow.
As
Especially
someone
a genderqueer person, like
as someone who just gets high regularly for watches, there is a point where you have to not, because I
Yes.
once
Don't
watched
do it.
Kipsy Tapes, super fucking baked, which I just
No.
confessed to Celise a couple nights ago. It was the most traumatizing and nightmare experience that I would never wish on my worst enemy.
It's a bad time. You can't do it with
You
certain
discovered
movies.
a
You
new
know,
torture method.
gotta be careful.
You got to be careful. You got to
really
be
do.
careful.
Okay,
Drink water.
I want to just make. I gotta ask the chat real quick before we continue.
Wait, everybody has to answer this question. What are you
Oh
on
shit.
about?
Okay, continue. I gotta pee real quick.
Okay.
When you're all done, let me know because I gotta ask the chat.
You're
a
going
question.
off on tangents. Okay, that
Yeah,
was
you're
my
good, you're good.
favorite. Who's next?
related to
Melissa,
the
go.
Oh no, because I feel like I missed out on a lot of
That's
like
not
really
true,
big.
girl. That's not true. We watched a lot
2020
together. That's a lie. What are you talking about? She's a liar. She's
Wait.
always like, I didn't watch enough, but she watched a bunch of movies with me. What do you
Oh
mean?
God, this is true.
Yeah. Oh, but you
But what
haven't
was
seen
my
Substance yet, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I feel like one
Well-
of those will probably like definitely be high up there.
For the
me.
record, if
But
Hot
you
Frosty
love
bothered
Smile
you,
too.
it counts.
Hot Frosty.
Frosty. No, we love Hot Frosty.
Iconic.
Oh, we love Hot Frosty.
I love Hot Frosty.
So good.
Was a jerk.
Wait, but you loved Smile too, Melissa.
Oh my God, yes, you're right. Smile 2 messed me up.
And you did love
That one-
Nosferatu. You love Nosferatu.
And Nosferatu, you're right. Listen, the soju, my brain is not.
It's
the
okay.
wires
We're
are
gonna
going.
lie and say it's Smile 2 Nosferatu. David,
Yeah.
go.
That.
Oh fuck. Okay, if we're gonna go for like in regards to my favorite, in regards to how I felt, what it was giving for me, Terrifier 3, because I had been such. I'd seen Terrifier 2 twice, and both times I'd been like, it's fine, but why did it have to be 2.5 hours? And Rocco, while I know you want your Paisan to have fucking, as much time as he wants for the sequel, Terrifier 3 was like fucking perfect.
Okay, so I don't want to get into discourse here because I know
for the
people,
Italian community.
I know. First of all, we
What
really
are you-
come
what are
for
you
the
on
the,
about?
the Staten Island Italian community here. Let me just say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
Okay,
Speak
so-
for your Italian.
Yeah, for the Goombas here. It's for the Goombas. I don't agree.
That's
Okay,
fine.
And here's the thing. I understand that part 2 was long. It didn't
Yes.
feel long to me though. And we saw it. We saw it in the theater. We saw it in the theater actually with the girl who plays the mom. Funny
I
enough.
did not
Oh,
see it
yeah,
in the
she
theater with
was
the mom.
there
The girl's
with
mom.
us.
Oh.
Yeah,
I did
no,
see
that
it in
unrelated.
theaters.
Not related. It doesn't matter.
I saw it in theaters before it became like the box office sensation.
Yes, we
They
saw it.
released
Yeah,
it.
we saw it day one basically. Me and
Same.
Steve. And we were super excited. Okay, so my criticism
no.
mainly was that it doesn't really it doesn't answer the questions. But that's the same. You could say the same thing about
It doesn't.
Terrified 3.
Yeah.
You good?
My issue
Yeah.
with Terrified 3 was I almost felt like Terrified 2 was maybe a little long, right? Maybe like it dragged some parts out. But Terrified 3 felt like they cut too much out in a way.
Yeah.
And though it was
Definitely. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like a lot of the parts where I'm like, oh, I wish I had a little more time with this character. We kind of fly through it. But maybe listen, and Damien Leone just said that he was he just is like getting to the end of writing Terrifier 4, and then it's gonna answer all the questions, quote unquote. Which, Damien, I'm gonna believe it when I see it.
Let us
Paisan.
pray.
This is true.
Maybe like maybe it's part of the vision. Like we're all gonna look back and go, oh, it made sense. Like I get it. But for me personally, I felt like Terrifier 2, though it was definitely long. It didn't drag. Whereas Terrifier 3, I almost felt like it was too short. Obviously, those they don't affect each other at all. Like they're two different movies.
We're on a whole thing about.
No,
I
I know,
love
but I
this.
think
This
that a
is
lot of
great.
people were like hyper critical of part 2.
Ay, no
and
me
it-
digas.
you know what I'm
Your
saying?
mom is calling me.
My mom just called me.
Oh yeah,
Ay,
you know
ay,
what?
ay,
That's a
ay.
sign from God that you need to stop talking about Terrifier 3. Anyways,
I know, too
Dylan.
much Italian shit.
Dylan,
Anyway,
tell
my
me your
Paisan
favorite of
dynamic.
2024, please.
Your puzzle got you.
Rocco, do you need to finish?
No, that was it. I'm done.
I will say, second pick would be Abigail. I really liked Abigail. I thought Abigail was a.
That's tea. That's like crazy.
That
That
was a
is
fun
tea.
little moment.
That's tea. Okay. Go off though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say there were a lot that I liked. The substance was way up there for me. I saw the TV Glow. I loved, and I really want to rewatch that. I mean, just the ending's such a bummer. I would say maybe if I had to pick one, might be Longlegs.
Oh wow.
Ooh, whoa.
That's amazing.
That's a hot take. That's
No,
a hot
I
take.
don't think
Yeah,
that's a
Rocco
hot
fucking
take.
nailed that. That's a hot
I
take.
don't think that's a hot take. Longlegs is a good movie.
Yeah. I think
No,
it's
okay.
It's
were-
marketed. It should not have
Little-
been marketed like that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
but
takes
you
it
add it-
for people.
When you add
I-
Nick Cage to the equation, you're gonna get. screwed up.
I agree the marketing was not accurate to what the movie is,
Yeah.
but it made the movie a lot of money, so it's hard for me to say it was
That's true,
a
though.
bad marketing
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
But it's a lot funnier than you think it's gonna be. I
For
love that it
sure.
was like a rock and roll movie. Like I love T-Rex. I love
He did
that.
love T-Rex, and you love
Yeah.
T-Rex. That's fair.
Yeah, I love that genre of
T-Rex
music.
girly.
The only thing for me is that like I think for the general public, like we're all hip to the game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we'll all be like, yeah, they're jocking this shit. Like they're ODing right now with this marketing. And we'll go see it objectively. But I think the general public was really hard on the movie.
They were.
Because of the
wasn't-
terrible marketing.
It wasn't for them. Like I hate saying that because it sounds like a gatekeeper
No, I agree.
thing.
I agree.
You're
But
right.
like it's the
John's
it's the
not
same
right.
aspect of when Silence of the Lambs won Best Picture. When you open a
Right.
film to a market that is quote unquote normies, they're not gonna
Yeah.
fucking take it.
Well, if you look at like a T-Rex song, you look at the lyrics, it's like, I've got stars in my beard and I feel real weird for you.
Yeah.
You know, like the lyrics kind of just don't mean anything. And I think that's kind of what's fun about the movie is like, it's not really that deep. I mean, there's things about it. He's getting at these ideas about like childhood trauma and situations with his dad. But ultimately, you're just kind of supposed to like vibe with it, I think. And
Yeah.
one I'll mention that we haven't mentioned yet is Love Lies Bleeding. I thought was really beautiful and
I
excellent.
love
Love
that
Lies-
movie
yeah.
so
That was
much.
good.
I was in until the
See-
last 10 minutes.
I loved
Actually,
the last 10 minutes.
I need
agree
to
with you,
watch it
David.
again, but that last 10 minutes was
Yeah.
such shell shock. Like it was
Yeah.
just
That
like
movie
we're
was
going
so
there.
good. Thank you, Dylan.
So,
Yeah.
it's funny because looking back, I felt the same way watching it, but I think actually Love Lies Bleeding kind of does, in a way, like what Longlegs is trying to do with being like just weird for the sake of being weird. But I
I
think
can
it
see
did a
that.
little bit better, in my opinion.
Which one?
I think Love Lies Bleeding did it a little bit better, in my opinion.
That's totally fair. I think I went in with a little bit of a wrong expectation. I think I might have talked about this on a Tablescreams or something, that it was a lot of the talk I'd heard about Love Lies Bleeding was that it was very Lynchian. R.I.P. I mean, Lynch was
Yes.
my
Rest in
favorite
peace,
filmmaker.
R.I.P. indeed.
And
Yes.
Drink for
absolutely-
Lynch.
Oh my God!
R.I.P.
yeah,
I'm
absolutely
taking a drink
I have
for
his
David
water.
Lynch.
devastated to lose him.
We love
Vibration
you.
for David Lynch.
But all that said, I don't think Love Lies Bleeding was a Lynchian movie, and so I came in kind of being like, well, why did they say that? But it was just kind of a cool neo-noir movie that
Yeah.
kind of has some nice dreamlike sequences, and the ending, I just during the credits when there's that like nice little music playing and they're dancing, I just thought it was all really lovely.
I think it's funny. It's funny you say that because I think that people are starting to turn the term Lynchian, kind of like how everybody used to be like, oh, it's like Tarantino-esque. When people
It's a
were doing
bit-
that like
yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, dude, just because something's weird doesn't make it fucking Lynchian.
I would
Like,
argue it's been going on for a while.
A long time.
you've
Yeah,
heard,
it's not just now.
No, I
It
know,
was-
I know.
Are
It's
they
had like a
saying
resurgence
like? Are
recently,
they
though.
saying Tarantino-esque? Like every time feet are shown? Like I don't understand the assignment.
Either feet
think
or
it's
a
like
white
quick
person.
time.
Yeah, either feet
They're
or
like,
a white
yo,
person using the N
they
word that
show
shouldn't.
toes,
Yeah,
bro.
Feet, funk, and
Tarantino-verse.
slurs. Like that's the only time people go, yeah, that's Tarantino. Feet, funk, and
So-
slurs, right there.
The most egregious Lynchian
We don't
thing I
kink
think
shame.
was
I'm just making a point. Like obviously,
No,
y'all know that
absolutely.
he
No,
likes
absolutely
No, we have a
not.
lot of feet
Be
people in the
so
horror community.
serious.
It's not an insult. We
I will
respect
never
No.
stand Tarantino the way I stand my Lynch, but
it, of course.
but there was when WandaVision came out, everyone was saying it was Lynchian, and I was like, oh fuck
It
that.
was.
But then I was on set with you guys know Jules, who is
Yeah.
one of my BFFs, and he's a filmmaker, and he said, "Oh, do this scene like you're really wide-eyed and smiling and happy, like think like the first couple episodes of WandaVision." And I was like, "Oh, that kind of sounds like Mulholland Drive." Oh no!
Oh no!
Damn it.
So maybe it
no,
is Lynchian. I don't
It
know.
is- damn it, it might be Lynchian now. Shit.
I
Damn.
just want to make a before we continue. I just want to make a quick. There were a couple people in the chat that just said they would really love this. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
yeah,
Did I miss it? Thank you so much again. You
Yeah.
guys.
We just been talking. Yes, Korean K-pop
Yeah.
heart right there.
We've been getting
Um,
lost in the sauce. And
Yeah.
love
We
you.
listen. We drank
Love
every
you.
time Andy said something Masked Man, and we're
There
we're
was a
turned.
lot.
I'm gonna be
Andy,
real, you
who
guys.
has not taken
The-
his
the
hand from his
whole
face
last
until just laughing
act,
right now.
that whole
We've-
thing, me and Dylan, I was pretty tipsy, so
We've been more turned during table screams, but this is like a good baseline turn level. So.
I mean,
Pretty turn.
Thank you. Specifically, I saw Ashley, who I don't think I've seen you comment before, so thank you.
Oh,
Alex,
thank
I
you,
agree. She should have fucked the
Ashley.
snowman.
I see that. Oh, thank
Oh,
you,
no.
Ashley.
I try to
Ashley.
watch the chat, so I'm trying to like keep up with everybody, but we just like went off on a giant tangent there.
we did a lot of
I think
tangents.
I think we're allowed to. At
Yeah,
this point.
Alex
Oh.
said favorite 2023 is Saltburn. Saltburn is great. We love Barry Keoghan.
Movie.
I still haven't
So
finished it.
Saltburn, I think the longer you take to watch it, the more you're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because we watched it when everybody was going really hard about it, and we were like, eh. But in retrospect, I was like, yeah, that was kind of cool. That was fun.
I really
That one
liked it
was-
actually.
I'm
Yeah, I like it.
58 minutes in and have not resumed it since.
Cody mentioned Heretic. I love that you mentioned that.
yeah.
Nobody's
I
really
still
talking
haven't
about
seen it.
Heretic. I had a lot of fun with Heretic. Hugh Grant is, yes, as you said, amazing in the role.
I haven't seen that one yet. That's
Same, I
Hugh
haven't
Grant. And
either.
who else was Sophie Thatcher in that?
Sophie Thatcher and
Yeah,
Chloe
she
East.
was.
Chloe East was in Wolf of Snow Hollow from Jim
She was
Cummings.
great.
Robert
She was
Forster's
great.
last movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Heretic
thought the
is fun.
first. Yeah.
I gotta see that. You saw that in theaters. I wasn't able to come.
I
with
did.
You. That
I
was
went
really
by
fun.
myself. It was actually really fun.
Yeah. Nah, Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hugh Grant, he could get it. Hugh Grant could get it in that fuck ass.
I went by
Grant
myself.
Hollow.
Also,
Damn.
the lead actor can get it. Jeez,
Woo.
Louise.
He had like the viejo like glasses on, that fuck ass cardigan. I was like, all right,
So
You gotta
Louise-
ride it. You
say
gotta ride it
less.
slow so he doesn't have a heart
Ride
attack.
it slow so he doesn't go into cardiac arrest. That's right.
Celise, for the record, I finished the Black Christmas novelization last night. Not a single mention of anything with Fuller's physique or anything like that. There was no John Saxon like creativity.
No, we're not
beholden
about that,
to-
David.
Was
We're not
Billy
about that.
yellow?
We're not about
throw it
that.
out.
John Saxon
I
could
thought they
get
made him
it
yellow at one point.
at
He
any
looked like
point.
a Simpson.
That man was beautiful. R.I.P.
There
Yeah,
was
John
no
Saxon
mention, and I
was-
was sad for you because I wanted to relate that T from the novel. There was nothing.
Thank
there was
you.
nothing in regards
Yeah,
to Fuller.
you understand my deep love for John
I do.
Saxon.
John Saxon.
I
I do.
appreciate that. Thank you.
In this house, we bend over for John Saxon.
We
It's-
bend
We do.
over. We
Oh
absolutely
my
do.
god.
Every time I watch
Absolutely.
Black Christmas, I'm like, oh my god, have you ever tried this one? And I
But have
like,
you
do a
tried
bunch of different
this?
positions. I'm like Sabrina
Yeah,
Carpenter.
Sabrina
suddenly.
Carpenter.
I'm like splitting my
that
legs
movie.
open.
You
I'm
know.
like bend over. I'm like, oh my
Man,
god.
Not to say because I know he's dead, but why couldn't John Saxon, when he was alive, get a Netflix like John Saxon's Christmas special?
Oh.
I would have loved that.
We would have watched.
It would have just
the
been
shit out of
like
that.
him sitting next to a fireplace with like a
That's
glass of whiskey and
amazing.
smoking a cigar
100%.
for 4.5
You know,
hours.
It's funny. I don't think there really is any other like well-respected or just any other American actor that did so many fucking Jolly.
Yeah.
That is true.
John
Like-
Saxon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe that
Barbara,
is true.
well, no, Barbara Steele's British.
Yeah, exactly.
Steele's
Yeah.
British.
Yeah, maybe.
And did
I mean-
martial arts movies too.
Yeah, and Franco Nero doesn't count either.
But
so-
also John Saxon was like in iconic American films. Like it's not just like
That's true.
oh
yeah.
this person is American and
love
did
that.
Jolly. Like that's
Yeah.
different.
He was.
like, He was a working, respected respected horror movie. Respected
I mean,
American actor.
he worked with Bruce Lee. I don't think
Yeah.
you can get any deeper cut
Exactly.
respect than that.
Well, at the
Exactly.
time, like doing a movie in Italy was kind of considered like just doing a cash grab. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, you need
Yeah,
money?
exactly.
Go to a movie in Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like working actor. All right, you did a big role, you got an Oscar movie, and then you did like
Oh my god, you
3
guys, I have
Italian
to-
movies.
We drank so
Gonna go
much.
take
I'll
them
be
again.
right back. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah,
You're
same.
fine.
I'll be back.
The seal's
Uh,
been
Go
the
piss
seal's
dry.
been broken.
The seal
Yeah.
has
Oh my
broken.
God.
I gotta go
To-
too.
All
So-
the Gatorade bottles under my desk are filled.
Someone asked what we.
Celise from
Hi.
Whoa, Celise and Rocco are in the same room? What?
This is gonna drive y'all crazy.
Whole time.
Low key, and this is gonna spark some rumors. We live together.
Wait, T.
No. We're actually roommates. And more.
They were roommates?
What? They were roommates.
Yes. Oh my God. Gals being pals. All right, we gotta catch up with the chat here. We've just been bullshitting this whole time.
Someone asked
so
what we
active
thought
today.
of Deadstream, Dashcam, and Spree. I've only seen Deadstream of those three, but I like it a lot.
I've seen all three. Dashcam really needed to cook more and needed some major work with screenplay. Deadstream, a lot of fun. What was the third one? Shit.
That's with Joe.
Spree was fire, actually.
Spree was actually a lot of fun.
That was one of Salisa's first reviews on the channel. Was Spree.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, Spree's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I like Dead.
Okay, I'm down. I want to watch that.
No,
Spree,
you should watch Spree.
Yo, Spree
literally-
was my second review on this channel.
It sucked because like Spree low key was super underrated, and it was like,
Yeah.
what's his face is like
Joe Keery.
Joe Keery.
He was on Stranger Things and then got a
Yes.
horror film, so no one took notice of it.
exactly. It was
Yeah.
like his like post Stranger Things, because Stranger Things fell off harder than fucking I don't know.
It did not
And-
fall off.
Well, I mean,
Stranger Things.
I think it's unfair
Stranger
to
Things
call
did
it
not fall off.
his.
I was
It's
gonna say.
basically
The
The last
his-
season was everyone's personality.
fire, the
including
last
mine.
Oh,
season.
it was
Yeah.
last. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go deeper into it, but
Jamie
like I feel like
Bauer
the shit
and,
fell off. Like everybody's
Oh, Melissa,
tired
what's
about
his
Stranger
name?
Things.
Good.
Melissa,
I'm
what's
gonna-
his
Kids are
name?
like
Love
40
him.
years old
What's
now.
his name?
Like
What's
let's
Joseph
wrap
Quinn?
this shit up.
Joseph
I'm gonna
Quinn.
spoil
Thank you.
one scene of Spree, and that is when he literally locks a woman with the sunroof in a junkyard with a fucking junkyard dog. Like,
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
pretty fucking intense.
I'm gonna have to check it out. That sounds great.
Spree
Yeah,
was
no,
really
Spree was
fucking
really good.
Yeah. It was
I like
fun.
Spree a lot. I was really surprised because I was like, damn, Joe Keery is like, he doesn't just make weird indie bops. Like he's also a good
Oh,
actor.
the music is so good.
I love Joe Keery. I read hard.
I kind of understand where you're coming from, Rocco, in that like when Stranger Things is on hiatus, I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch more Stranger Things. And then it comes back,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this
You're
is
like-
so good.
Yeah.
Lock
Well,
in.
you know what it is?
That's
No,
true.
no. And I'm not gonna get into my reasoning because but Stranger Things season 4, I was like, oh, I'm done with this show. And there was many reasons, some things that were super problematic that I'm not gonna get into, but
Babe,
I was
you're
just
doing
like-
too much.
no,
You're
I'm just
dropping
saying.
tea, Rocco.
I'm
You're
just
you're
saying.
making
Rocco
I
is
mean,
like
it's
Rocco
1
is
a.m.
on
It's
him
late.
right now.
This is genuinely offensive. Like this is like a very bad season of TV. Everybody's great. In my opinion, Celise knows. Season 3 was the one with the hot blonde dude. What was his name?
Who? Jamie
No,
Bauer.
Dacre
Jamie Bauer.
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Oh, wait,
Uh,
season 3? I'm sorry,
Season 3.
Dacre Montgomery.
Yeah.
Dacre.
That was the best
Montgomery.
season of Stranger Things, and it was,
Oh.
of course.
No.
No.
Mm,
Wait,
no, it
wait,
was
wait.
not.
What?
Wait, chill.
That was the best.
I
season.
agree. I agree.
No.
The Dacre Montgomery is my favorite. Whatever.
He was really good. They did him
Wait,
really
wait,
was
wait. Celise,
that
you're
was-
saying 3 is your favorite.
Oh yeah, the one with Dacre Montgomery
100%
serving.
your favorite.
Serving
No,
is my favorite. Yes, ma'am.
That was the most.
love
That
it.
man had nothing to work with. He asked the directors,
Yeah.
"Hey, is there a backstory for Billy?" And they were like, not really." And he had to make up one. And then he gave such a crazy
Yes.
performance. Yes, respect. Love
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Sorry.
No, see it.
best.
Someone did mention in the chat Immaculate, and I don't like Immaculate, but that reminded
I
me
haven't
First
seen it.
Omen is
First
really
Omen's
great,
phenomenal.
and
Yes.
that actually
Oh,
could be a
First
contender.
Omen
for
was
favorite.
in my top of 2024.
Yeah, that actually could be
Incredible
like my
movie.
number 2, like maybe possibly number 1. That Long Legs
That's-
and First Omen.
If
could
you
switch.
don't like First Omen from that opening scene,
Oh,
that
God.
movie just isn't for you. Like I can't say it simply more than that.
It's just, and it holds up
That
so well. Like I watched it
possession
again,
homage.
and it's even better.
Girl.
Yeah. One of the best possession homages.
Girl.
Oh,
Girl.
so good.
Nell
That's
Tiger
a-
Free
such
was
a
like,
good
I'm
movie.
coming for Isabella Johnny's game. Like,
She
she
ate.
ate. She ate.
Yeah.
No crumbs.
No crumbs.
Rent was due.
Like just that
Oh!
shot with the candles, it's amazing.
Cody was talking about Mads. Thank you, Cody. Nobody's talking about Mads,
yes.
an incredible French
Mads.
horror
I've heard
film.
Mads
I
is
still
good.
have to watch that one, but
still
I
need to
forgot
watch
Y'all
it
gotta
myself.
watch it.
Yeah.
That's insane. All shot in one take is crazy work. Crazy.
It's very impressive.
Very impressive. Very good movie. And short. So if you don't
Yeah.
have much time, you should check it out.
Yeah.
Wow. I just went on a whole thing. Why did we talk about Stranger Things? Let's move on from that. Did everybody answer their the question? What was their favorite
Andy didn't.
of 2024?
Oh, yeah.
Andy
And Dice
didn't.
didn't.
Dice
Oh,
didn't.
okay. Dice, you go, and then we can go to Andy.
Okay.
Oh, I think I know which one is Dice's. I'm gonna
Sorry,
see if I
Dice.
get it right.
I think I might know
Ooh.
Dice's too. I'm curious.
I
I'm
think I know.
genuinely
I
curious
think I
right
know.
now.
Melissa said that she didn't watch very many from last year. Ha ha ha. 7.
That's okay.
That was
That's a
it.
lot, though.
That's still fine.
That's
were a
good.
lot- yeah.
That's actually good
Yeah.
though.
Okay, it's could be so much worse. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely
It
could
has
be.
been.
It could be like 2. So
Yeah,
7
I
is
think
pretty
I
good.
missed
It could
maybe
be-
like
It could be
the
worse. It could be the
mainstream.
amount of movies I saw.
You saw a few. What are you talking about? Because I took you with me. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
All right,
I
Dice,
know,
go
I
ahead.
I brought you.
I took you to these cinemas.
I,
Why
sp-
did you
I
not
specifically was like,
remember
Andy, you have to
much?
come.
I'll say 2 because I think one is ever so slightly above the other. But
Oh,
Lisa Frankenstein. That's the one I thought it was.
I really-
Thank you.
So I really
Wait,
like
what
Lisa
about
Frankenstein.
Cute.
I will say how she treats the actual said Frankenstein about halfway through really fucking bugged me.
fair. She was a little high on her power, you know.
But that
I really
movie's
liked
super
it.
good.
It's-
I don't give
it's
a
That
shit
really
movie's
cute.
super good. No, that movie's super good.
Catherine
It was
Newton
fun.
walked past me
Wait, what's the
during
what's the second
Monstermania
one?
last year, and I
Yeah,
hated
what's the
it.
second one?
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Talking
Oh,
about
yes.
Catherine
Yeah, fair.
Oh, it's such
Fair.
a
Oh
pretty
yeah!
movie,
Yay!
I would like to point out this is the very first steelbook I ever bought.
Yay!
I hate-
That's beautiful.
I hate steelbooks, so I respect that so much.
I have
Well,
one
I
of
got
those.
Wait, why
that.
do you hate
Yeah.
steelbooks?
Why do I
I
hate
got it because it's a
steelbooks?
special pack.
Because, for example, only certain places will release them, so you legitimately have to go to Target
Yeah.
and or Walmart and
Walmart
or
does a lot of
etc.
them,
Not Best Buy anymore.
But
Yeah,
I love
Wind-
my
Wind
Malignant
River.
Steelbook.
Aw.
Wind River literally has a
Ooh,
steelbook
that's
that you can only
really
buy from Walmart.
Walmart. Oh my god.
Walmart does a lot of pretty neat steelbooks. I'm kind of surprised that they do.
Through Mondo, and Mondo
Yeah.
is the one that used to be like $50 steelbooks. Like one of the most, I would say, gracious that I hold dear to my heart steelbooks would be my Sleeping Beauty, which is from Mondo, which is like at least $120 at this point, probably. and it was gifted to me.
Christ.
Mondo does Mondo exist anymore? Or did they break off into Mutant?
They are focusing more so on vinyl and posters, I think now,
Yeah.
but more so vinyl than anything because their posters, I think, have not really become a thing in a bit.
I feel like Funko bought them. or
That
something
wouldn't
like
make
that.
sense, yeah.
Oh.
Don't use me as a news source. Look this up for yourself.
Please
Nope,
do
that's
not
good
take
enough for
this
me.
seriously.
Andy,
I
what
just
was
listened
your
to
I
what
got-
Dylan
favorite?
says.
I got this because of the little pack that, you know. Whoops.
There you
Where is
go.
it? Wait,
Oh,
there we go.
yay.
Okay.
I think
came
I,
with a
I
little,
think
like,
I know what Andy's favorite is.
thing.
Wait, what did it came with?
It came with just this little like pack that says I forget exactly, but you know, the official late night or owls.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Night
Owl.
owls pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night
It's
Owls.
this little retro like
Oh, that's cute.
that's
air
cute, I love
freshener, little pamphlets,
cool.
bookmark.
Dos
for the book.
Malchin is
so
really the only person that could have sold that movie.
He
I don't know
is.
really
He's
anybody
amazing.
else that could have sold that
Yeah.
talk show host point.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
I'm obsessed with that man.
He's
Yeah.
great.
More leading roles for him, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible
Uh,
man. So sweet.
So Andy, what was your
Yeah, Andy, what was yours?
Yeah, I don't know. Like you guys said, I don't watch.
That's
I watch.
so crazy.
I'm not.
He's a liar.
No. Listen, I mean, you guys know. It's a miracle if I see any movies at all, and I'd say 95% of the movies that I watch are because of Sillies, because she literally drags me to a movie theater.
That's fair.
Which
That is
which I
Yes!
love. Like
I make this
I
man
live for
come.
that.
I'm like,
There's nothing
hey,
wrong with that.
I got a screener invite. You have to come.
We will
You're
drive.
watching
We
that
drive like
movie?
almost 2 hours up just to be like, Andy, we're going to this fucking movie.
Yes.
And I drive 2 hours down or 3 hours down, depending on the
Or-
traffic I hit on that
Yeah.
fucking bridge.
I saw First Omen early because I got a screener. That was my first screener ever of last year. So love
Really?
that. Yeah, that was my first
I was-
screener
Hey,
ever.
First
That's
Omen
a
was
great
first.
I was
first
gonna
The
mention
First
screener.
Omen was my
It
first
was.
screener,
I
but I was
No
invited as a
shit.
creator. So
Oh.
like that was very
That's a
significant
big
to me.
deal. That's a big deal. I mean,
So
that-
now
that's a-
like it's associated with that thought.
That's
But
special.
That's funny.
I was like, oh my god, I know Andy and me, we bond over religious horror. And I texted him that night, you're gonna love this movie. I'm coming upstate. Like, I don't care when we're seeing this. I'm watching it again. And he was like, all right.
I will take you to the cinematic realm.
The time I met Andy in person, Andy was dressed like a priest, and I was in a dress.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my
with
nunsploitation
Chinese
party.
Context, we had a priest. We had a nun-themed party. It's
my
not like we just get
nunsploitation
together,
birthday party.
dressed up crazy
Guys,
to
this is
hang
not
out.
an everyday
It's
thing.
like
And Dylan was dressed up as a character from one of my favorite movies of all time. So it was very, very appropriate.
It
was awesome.
It
was a fun party.
But yeah, no, I literally don't see movies unless we make an event of it because of my schedule. Like I have to put it on a calendar.
Mhm.
And that's it. And I don't get to do anything unless it's literally on a calendar. So every now and again, so last year I saw a shit ton of movies in theater. And again, 90% of it was because of Solis. So I got to see
Everybody thinks Elise.
Thank you.
100%. Jesus, thank her for everything. For me even being here, like who would drag this weird old guy onto her channel except for
What are you
Yes.
talking
Nah.
Stop saying that. You're great.
But yeah, we saw the first Omen, which was fucking awesome. That was a great movie going experience because of I don't know, it's tough. No one wants to see another movie in an old series that nobody wants to see another movie of anymore. And then that movie was like, oh no, you're gonna love this because it is so in the style of the original film without missing a fucking beat. Like it really felt like a perfect companion piece to the original.
Yeah, absolutely.
That it was almost unbelievable. So we saw that in theaters, and that was fucking phenomenal. We saw Smile 2 in theaters because we had seen Smile 1 in theaters all together on a whim. Like we didn't even plan that. I think Celise and Rocco
Spontaneous trip.
visit. Yeah, we literally the movies. We said, hey, Smile's in theaters. Do you hear anything about that? And the promotion for that movie was so fucking bad.
It was.
We thought it was
insane.
going to be awful.
Genuinely.
We were like, this is
genuinely
going to
thought it was bad.
suck. Yeah.
And I will say the Squishmallow that you got from Target was maybe the best investment you could have had to watch that movie with.
I really needed it.
A lot of
Yeah.
jump scares.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
that to be about some mommy trauma, and I was not prepared.
Well,
Yeah.
So
I think it's also fair to comprehend too that we have gotten to a base of psychological horror, but more so focusing on mental health that we have not been used to in the last 5 years. That's been horror's really fucked up, and I'm not okay
Well,
with
it's also
this.
horror has been
I am
legitimized to the point where you can take wild stabs like that.
Yeah.
We can have, because horror has ever since, not for nothing, but ever since the pandemic, horror has been the thing that keeps the movie theaters open.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
the only
You're
movie
welcome.
movie genre that's done anything really
You can thank us.
interesting
Yeah.
and new, that's taking risks. It's literally thanks to horror because everyone else is doing the same old shit over and over again.
It's literally the only genre that has a con dedicated to itself. You could argue that anime cons, and whatnot, but horror, as far as film goes, is literally the only genre that has an entire convention circuit dedicated to it.
Yeah, for a very good reason.
And let's
yeah,
be real.
is there a rom-com
great.
convention? No.
Let's be
Oh my
real.
God,
And
lifetime.
I'm
We
a
can start
rom-com
that.
girl. I'm a
Whoa,
rom-com
whoa.
girl, by the
I-
way.
Who
I'm
said
not a
Lifetime?
hater.
I'll go to that con. I'll
Yo,
go to that con.
David's like Lifetime. Get me in
Let's
on
be
that
real.
shit.
I've
I
been
kind of
to-
feel like that's just a singles weekend.
I've been.
Dylan, we
I've
can
been
make
to-
a rom-com convention.
I've been to
That'd be
horror
great.
cons. and I've been to Anime Con.
Hot Frosty.
I will say,
Don't want to go to Anime Con.
I have been to a slutty book con, and you cannot
I love
find a
book
dry
con.
seat in the house.
I've been to a book con
Literally,
before.
yeah.
So bring life. Is what you're saying.
Oh no.
Bring
Oh
your
my
own
God.
chair.
Why is it
Y'all are so
Oh
funny.
no.
Wait, before we continue, let me catch up on the chat really quick. Cody, I did see stream. I didn't really like it. I'm so sorry. Danielle Harris, yeah, she's great. Didn't love stream though. Sorry.
Fantastic human being.
Never heard of Crust. I'll look into that.
That's
That's
a new
kinda
one for
cool.
me too.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Sounds like my bag.
That's interesting. It's about like a monster. Okay.
Sounds like my thing.
Dylan's
You
wild.
said it sounds like my bag,
I
and I was
missed
like,
it.
Yeah.
Trust out there, we got a problem.
That's my bag, baby.
Oh my god. Tim
That's
said,
shagadelic.
oh my god. I wish I was friends with y'all and could say
Are you sure?
I've been to an exploitation party. This is so tight to see, and y'all make us feel a part of it. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
I'm glad you're here, Tim. I appreciate that.
There's some really, really good photos on Salisa's Instagram of the Nunsploitation party.
Yeah.
They came out amazing, and it was a really, really good time.
Oh my god, Tim, you're a Jalo fan. Is that how you found me, maybe? I hear you mentioned Don't Torture a Duckling. Okay.
Ooh.
Love
Okay,
it.
fellow Jolly
yeah.
lover. Thank you for being here.
Love that, buddy.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Pronto.
Yeah,
Brain
Dylan.
shirt. I
Oh,
see
nice.
you. I see you with that cat in the brain shirt.
I
Yeah, I
love
love
that.
Fulci.
Thank you for being here. Okay.
Dylan,
I have
what's
to
your
check out
favorite
Crust.
Fulci?
My favorite Fulci would
Oh my
be
God.
City of the Living Dead. I know you like House by the Cemetery.
I mean, it's
Yo, you
not
guys
because-
study each other's letterboxes?
It's
Like, what the hell is
because
going on?
literally
Very,
behind me right now, I have the entire.
There's
Oh,
some like
nice.
intimate things going on between these two.
I've never
I
seen
think.
City of the Living Dead. Wait, I gotta see that.
What's going
Oh, it's
on?
great.
You guys are studying
actually
each
love that
other's
one, too.
letterboxes,
Someone
Oh my
jukes
God.
the
They
jump
were
south.
roommates.
and they were roommates.
Gals being pals out here. All right, I see y'all. Oh my god, what did you edit your favorites?
I see you added a new one to your favorites list last
You
night.
Do
did.
you
Maybe
guys
3
wait? Do you guys
stars?
know each other's letterbox top 4?
Dylan's, I may be able to guess.
Oh my
possibly.
god!
That's a
Oh my
lot.
God,
I definitely don't
Queen.
remember yours.
Well, I might be able to guess both Celise and
Is this a new
Dylan's top
game?
4.
This is
possibly.
gay as hell. Well,
Dylan
David,
can
you're
guess
one of
mine.
my close friends. You know my top 4. Like, get real.
No, Dylan
So-
definitely knows mine.
You know what? I gotta actually follow David because I always see his posts getting liked, and then I never follow people.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Nice
You know
cover.
how to
Nice
follow
cover.
David.
You know what?
No, I seriously,
good
I never
beard.
follow
Yo,
people on
me
Letterboxd.
and David, this is like outside of horror, but me and David have been down a rabbit hole where we've been watching like every Jack Lemmon movie.
For real. For
Oh my God, it's
fucking
so
real.
Every Jack Lemmon, we're like, because I
He's
told
so
David, I was like,
great.
hey, Jack Lemmon's like my comfort actor, and he was like,
He's great.
well, I got some news for you, girl. and then
That's a
we
great
watched
God.
it
topic, David. I just saw it.
Oh, you like it?
I've remedied my.
my God,
I'm
he
following you now because I
likes
always just like
it,
like your
dude.
reviews
Yeah.
when I see them, but I didn't
Homie,
actually
the,
follow your
the
account.
first time I realized that you and I were simpatico was when you and I watched
Oh.
Twister, and it ended at the exact same time
Same
because we
night.
both left our reviews at the exact
Oh my
What the
god!
fuck?
I bet David likes
It's
Twister a little bit
Oh
more than I do.
my god!
Wait.
Dice?
The fact that I could
Guys,
go across
we're
this room right now and
witnessing
grab my
something
Twister
beautiful
soundtrack,
right
I don't
now.
see what that has to do with anything. It's fine.
He's gonna grab his twister. What?
Hey, yo.
Everybody, grab your Twister.
Wow.
I got.
What are we doing on stream right now? We're
And
twisted on
they
what?
were fruitcakes. Anyways, let's.
Bros chilling in the hot tub.
I want to be a part because I'm not gay.
Exactly.
You both are
Is it-
not gay.
Is it
but
gay to be
it's
bros
so
with
funny.
your bro?
I love you both.
Mm.
Fellas,
No.
is it gay?
It's only
Ugh.
no, it's not.
It's not.
This
Anyways,
is such a good bit.
we did so well.
Yay!
Thank you guys.
Yes, it's getting late. It's already 11:30. Lev is
Holy-
knocking all the doors over.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see that.
We were sober and then
Riot.
drunk, and now we're sober again.
It's all those
Yeah.
goddamn masked men. The masked men are what's to blame for what the
Cheers.
Scream has become.
Slinging slashers.
Shoot.
The hash-slinging slasher is exactly who's to blame.
Speaking of Nosferatu,
What?
Well, anyway, I had so much fun. This was a
been real.
banger. It's been real.
yes.
Thanks for dealing with my tipsy antics towards the last act.
I was completely sober all the way through. I have no excuse.
Yeah, Dice has been drinking water. We know.
Oh.
Love you, Dice.
Oh, Kool-Aid.
We love that, Dice. You're always hydrated, and that I appreciate.
Try.
Thank you to everybody who came through in the chat. I appreciate you all. Thank you for listening to our antics. I know it's probably crazy, and we're crazy people, so
We have fun here.
there's that. But we had fun. I don't know what our next table screams will be, but it will be soon. We have quite a few things to choose from. But you know, table screams is really hard because it's hard to find scripts that
Yeah.
can be edited to this format. So we'll see what the next one
Yeah.
is. I'm excited, nevertheless. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's it. Thank you all. Thank you to my cast and my crew.
Yes.
Love you.
Thank you for having
Thank you to
us.
you.
Love y'all.
Incredible
Love you, everybody who's
humans.
watching.
I love you all.
Oh, I finally got the Sonic joke.
Yes, I was trying to get back to Sonic.
Oh my god.
We're up.
I was trying to
Oh,
get back to it.
Yes, Tim. Yes, Tim. I knew. Jollo
Yes,
besties.
ciao.
Tim, thank
Ciao.
you. Pronto.
Ciao.
Bravissima.
Molto bene.
Thank you. I
Boja.
appreciate you. Professore.
Cheers, Simba.
I don't know anything. I can order a coffee in
dare.
Italian though. That's it though.
Spray.
That's it.
That's that me.
I could probably say hi. That's it. Anyways, we're done. I love you all. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good night. Mwah. Bye. See you soon. I love you. Bye.